get a Manny Fresh beat though, I took all the way back to school. Now you can't get, that's mixtape. You gotta go back to, you gotta pass this test.
Good beat, hopefully it's what it should be. This is your boy N-O-R-E.
What up, it's DJ EFN.
And this motherfucking Drink Champs, motherfucking Yappy Hour. Make some noise! And right now, I know the brother's very humble, but I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. When we talk about the best rappers alive right now, this man is at this table. When you talk about the longevity and richness of a career, when you talk about this man's been rhyming since he was 8 years old, been doing it since 12 and 14, and he's still out here relevant. So he has a whole generation that looks like him. They follow him. He has religion. It's a religion. It's when a religion. Comes Father's Day, I know you better have 3,700 birthday or Father's Day cards. Because all of this new generation followed him. He has been an originator. He has also, not only for himself, but he's held down a whole label. Then had a whole career. I feel like he's like the hip hop Michael Jackson.
Stop it.
Like, I mean, no, in the most respectful way. Like, you know how Michael had 3 different careers? Like a child star, then a middle star, then a grown man star. I feel like this is hip hop. So
that makes a lot of motherfuckers.
In case you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, by the way, went platinum in a week twice on niggas. Like the first nigga I know that went platinum in a week. Holy moly, guacamole. And represents for hip hop. In case y'all, hold on, because I got so much accolades, I'm gonna keep telling them this is one of the most genuine people I ever met. If Wayne tell you he's gonna do something, he's gonna do it. And he's always had. And I just want to big him up to his face. Make some goddamn motherfucking noise. Drop the little off your name. I think you're just OG Wayne at this point.
I appreciate it.
Can I roll with that for now?
Man, you know, OG Wayne? You call me whatever, man. You know, you're OG.
OG Wayne, we calling you OG Wayne. Yo, but do you realize like a whole generation you influenced? Like
yeah, I realize it.
God damn it, make some noise. There's so many kids that look like you, I feel like you was like the first like rock star, like embracive. Like other people were considered rock stars, but I feel like you was like the first person to embrace that.
I damn sure went after it. You know, I damn sure went after that title right there. I damn sure said more to myself that was a point in when I'm in my room by myself, meaning that was a point where I had to tell myself like, yeah, it's time to stop. You know, time to stop saying you look like one or stop trying to make songs that sound like it. Just go for it. There's nothing to...
Like no ceiling on what you was doing.
Picked up a guitar.
Right.
Went hollered at Miss Betty White. Shout out Miss Betty.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, shout out Miss Betty White. Shout out Miss Betty. And hollered at her. She gave me a few vocal lessons. Wow. And she's the one who actually taught me the strings. She taught me...
That's How to Love? That's How to Love came out?
Yeah, she taught me a few strings on it. And she actually taught me for... what song it was? For me, like called it like summer song was that? My Leather So Soft. Leather So Soft. She taught me the strings to that one.
I felt like after like Andre 3000 did Hey Y'all, I feel like, was that like a direct inspiration for you?
I definitely looked at Andre and what he did and stuff, but you know, Dre went all the way there. So what I always kept it to me, I always wanted to say, you know, it was impossible for me to go all the way somewhere when I am who I am. And so all I wanted to do is make sure I go there and I go there. I mean, I bring Lil Wayne to
whatever
that.
You were comfortable with.
Yeah, I'm not gonna, I ain't about to go there and become such and such. You know, I'm gonna just bring Lil Wayne over to your world, take over for a little minute, you know, do what I do for a second, end up all on the Country Music Awards with Kid Rock with a guitar in my hand singing Sweet Home Alabama. That's all I'm saying. I made it. I'm good after that.
Now is it true you spit all your rhymes in a book and then you said them all and then said you're never gonna write a rhyme again?
Yeah.
When did that happen?
Oh man, that was a long time ago, man. That was I put out a mixtape. It was called 10,000 Bars, and that was my last time I've ever written rapped off of anything written. You could hear the papers flinging during the
in the session when you're spitting.
I did it with a real. This was a long time ago, so I did a mixtape with a real DJ. Thank you, brother. I did it with a real DJ. So meaning we was in his basement, and so you could just see him through his glass, And so he would just put show me what record is next. He about to start spinning. He'd give me a little.
Oh, so he was cutting it live, like throwing it in?
Give me a little, give me. So before he started putting it in, and I already know the song because he showed me this. So I know the tempo was coming up next. I already had a paper ready. I see. Get rid of it. Once I got tired, we stopped. So now we get a good package of what we gonna do next. Five good beats we gonna do next, and let's get it. That's how we did it. That was the last time I ever. And he, to this day, I don't know if he's still in that crib, but I know for a fact, as I seen him years past, he was like, man, I left all that still on my floor in the basement, up to in the room, man. It's like still on my floor in the basement.
Somebody gonna go buy that house now. So how do you remember your rhymes? Because we smoke weed. Ever since I knew you, we've been smoking weed.
Yes.
And so how do you because you say some important bars. I thought you was a philosopher. I thought you went to scientist at one point because the way you put syllables together. But how do you ever forget that shit?
I forget it a lot, but it's only forgotten when it's time to perform it.
Right.
Yeah, when it's time. If you ask me what I said and we in the conversation, and you ask me what I said, it's right off back. I know exactly what I said. It's unforgettable. Right. Because also, with that said, all we do is smoke, but all I also do is work. And it's all I do. So it's like asking me what I wore yesterday.
Right.
Yeah.
Now the Packers today wasn't good. I'm so sorry. But you're a sports fan, and
I was 2 seconds away from putting that Drano down, just going there, just drinking that Drano and taking it there, man.
Now, when a loss like that happens, do you blame the Packers, or do you blame that it was a great team?
Oh no, they played a great team.
Yeah, they
played a great team. But I also think that with that said, we're gonna have a wonderful Super Bowl. I think Mahomes against that. Of course, the NFL and State Farm. Everybody would love to see Mahomes against Rodgers in the Super Bowl.
Right. Oh, that's right. They both State Farm. Oh shit, I didn't even put that together.
Everybody would have loved that, but it's gonna be a dope Super Bowl.
And there's Super Bowls out here.
Miami.
Yeah, I love. You ever know at Super Bowl 54? They do the Roman numerals thing. So right now, actually, it looks like it says Super Bowl Live because it's Super Bowl LIV, and so so
shout
I'm
out to headlining.
Shout out, man. What up? I'm like, man, that's right there. It's just meant for it. So
Now let's talk about that for a second. At one point, if a rapper wanted to see Lil Wayne, it was they were really going to live on Sunday, and they could probably get a meeting with you.
And they get a meeting with him?
I mean, he's a good guy. I'm just saying,
I'm not gonna.
Listen, I'm gonna be honest. At one point, they used to have this Lil Wayne couch. Whether he was there or not, you couldn't sit on Lil Wayne. Did you know that?
I didn't.
You gotta look at it. Let's make some noise for Lil Wayne couch. You didn't know that for real? No, they used to hold you down whether you was there or not. Then they let Lil Twist or somebody come over there, but it would only be your people. And I really respected that. I would be Mac would be on on the road or somewhere, but you know what I'm saying? I always respect. But how did you? Because coming from New Orleans, right? Obviously, was it Katrina that made you say full time in Miami?
Nah, what happened was this was way before Katrina, man. I think I was at least 19 or 20. We came out here to shoot a video called Shine. And it was Cash Money days. We came out here and we was on ATVs on the video, riding up the beach. I had never experienced that in my life. I've never seen nothing like that. I never left Miami since that weekend.
Oh shit.
Plain and simple.
And when y'all first came out here, was it Circle House that you guys was using, or y'all went straight?
Y'all took over
Circle House.
It was Circle House.
Yeah, we was in Circle House.
Do y'all feel like that kind of changed the Cash Money sound because it was something different?
Yeah, because when we was in New Orleans, our sessions would be what the conversations was from everybody's day. Everybody lived in a different part of New Orleans, and I was the only one that was actually in school. And so everybody's conversation when we got to the studio that night was a totally different conversation. You got Turk got this conversation. He's probably 2 years older than me, so he's talking about whatever guys 2 years older than me talk about. They waiting, everybody in there waiting to hear what Juvie gonna talk about, though, because Juvie coming with those project stories. Something happened in the project every day. Stun up, you sitting there listening and be like, what? That nigga did what?
Magnolia, right?
Yeah, that nigga did what? Say that again. That's a song. And that's how it happened every time. So once we we got to Miami, ain't no more project stories.
Everybody moved to Miami or just you?
Yeah, baby used to always move. No, I moved here on my own, moved here to stay here, but we recorded out here all the time.
Yeah.
And baby always, it was his thing. Everybody got to go. I don't care if he went to if he went to jail, everybody got to go to jail. Everybody just got to go with baby. So we was all out here. So what I mean by that did change the landscape of the music, because there isn't no more project stories, and we waking up on the beach every day. So that's when you got songs like Back That Ass Up and shit like that. Yeah.
Well, Back That Ass Up was made in Miami? That makes sense.
I mean, it was definitely influenced. Yeah.
That makes sense. Now, when did you develop like the skating?
Skating, I've probably been skating now for probably at least 10 years now. So I was just watching this damn TV show every day, and they had a little homie on there skating, and the homie, like, he was having the time of his damn life. And I was like, you know what, I want to have that same time of my damn life too. So why not? And I had a big ass roof at the crib I was staying at the time. So I called the homie and was like, yo, can you make a skate park on my roof? And he was like,
well, it's here in Miami, because I heard you had a
and Hit Factory as well, right?
That was on Shout Out Bob, man. That was the dude, the man that owns the Hit Factory. That was all on him, man. I ain't never asked that man to put no skate park. He
built ramps and everything.
That was the room. I just rolled with it. That's shit. I just rolled with it.
Yeah, dog. That's my man. I'm forever loyal to him. Yeah, forever loyal to him. So like I said, I told my homie, can he build a park on the roof? He built a ramp. That's what I asked him to build, because I didn't know what the hell. I thought that's what skating was.
But when I hear a ramp on the roof, it sounds very dangerous.
Yeah, skating dangerous regardless. So yeah,
it is dangerous regardless.
Yeah, he would come there and teach me how to skate every day before we start doing anything though. Before that session start, every day, made me pad up everywhere, put on all pads, and stand in 25 different positions. What I mean by different positions, meaning do that, do this, do that.
It's like training like for any sport.
25 different.
On the skateboard or off the skateboard?
On the skateboard. Okay. You stand on the top of the ramp. Every position, push me push me off the ramp into the ramp to fall. And so I fall 25 different ways. He always would tell me, listen, by the end of this stuff, by the end of this stuff, I'm gonna be able to push you over 1,000 ways. I just want you to know, when you do fall on your skateboard, you're not gonna fall not one of these ways. Right. I'm just gonna teach you how to fall before I teach you how to skate. So yeah. Very dangerous.
Some Mr. Miyagi shit right there. Make some noise of that.
Shout out Jay.
Now,
I had 3 surgeries already, man.
I'm gonna tell you something, Wayne.
I believe it.
I've been doing this for 4 years, right? 4 years, right? We've been doing
We've celebrated 4 years in March.
In March, we'll be celebrating 4 years. We've been doing this, right?
Yeah.
Just so you know, we did it like a couple of just
so you know, without me saying, Mac, he on every night. Am I lying? Am I lying, Mac? Every night.
Come on, goddamn it.
Every night.
So I just want to let you know something. When I do these interviews, I usually go to Twitter and I say, yo, I got Wayne, or I got Fab, or I got 50 Cent, or I got Baby, or I got whatever. And then I do that on the tweets. Okay. Then I go to my personal industry and I send them pretty much the same message. I have never got so many people who has so many beautiful stories to say about you, my nigga. Like, you are really a legend. Because a lot of niggas are goats. But a lot of niggas ain't goats to their own peers.
Right.
You a goat to your own goddamn motherfucking peers. And for that, I want to salute you to your face, because so many people want to tell people how much a person is great, when I want to tell you, yo, listen to me, I've done this for 4 years, and people, when I said I got Wayne,
you talking about this show?
This show, I said, listen, so I'm going to say a question.
Just so you know, my first car, nigga, I was banging that shit, nigga. My first Lexus Cool, you trapped, nigga.
Where this question came from.
No, niggas on the run eating, nigga.
Okay, I'm going to see you. Okay, hold on. Let me. I'm gonna go around the place. Okay. Let's give it away. Let me not start with that one. Okay. He tried to sign Young Money, offered the Masters, but he wanted money. He's going to claim it was 100,000, but that's not true. But it certainly wasn't 2 million.
Say it again. That's the question?
That's the question.
Say it again?
Okay, I'm trying to see if you know who this is coming from.
Gotcha, say it again.
He tried to sign Young Money early, offered him the masters, but he wanted the money though. He's gonna claim that it was 100K, but it's not true. But it certainly wasn't the 2 million that you was asking for.
You ain't talking about my man Hizzo, man.
Ace to the Hizzo,
yeah.
This is a fact. This is a direct question from him. Let's make some noise. I had never had Jay-Z take his time out, and I got more. This is not let's describe that back then.
First of all, like you said, like you said about me, all of this, I appreciate every single word you said. By the way, I can't let another single word go without saying how genuine and how much of a man that guy is.
Right.
Yeah, that's a real man right there. That's a real man right there.
Because this next one that he said was very, very complimentary. So I'm gonna hold this one for later. But so how was it meeting with him and he tried to sign Young Money? Like,
it was first of all, it was a privilege, more than a privilege. I think he already knew, you know what I mean?
Was this early on Young Money? Like, this is pre-Universal?
Nah, this was when I was going through a whole bunch of things.
Okay.
So
we're trying to sign you and Young Money?
Yeah.
Okay. So when you were doing the mixtapes already?
Yeah, what he was doing was he just trying to help in any form and fashion. Wow. So, you know, if I got to sign your mom, man, whatever I got to do to help you out in your situation you're going through right now, it's like, I know it's embarrassing.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like they got shit out public, this shit out. Like, what I want to do is make sure you straight as a man. You know what I mean? Make sure your personal thing, like the rap shit, you're going to always be good with that. You're going to take your eyes closed, you got that. It's like, you got that. I just want to make sure you're good, your family, your parents. Like, I know you got kids. I want to make sure they're eating and all this stuff everybody hearing out here. I want to make sure it doesn't affect them. That's what I mean. He's a real genuine guy. So the numbers and all that's why he said the numbers and all that he threw out. There was no limit to his numbers. When it came to what you need for real, what you really need. Yeah, so that right there, that man. Yeah.
Wow. He also said, I'm just saying while I'm on this, he said that he heard you rhyme on Show Me What You Got. Hold on, let me misquote, because I don't want to misquote this.
Don't misquote it.
I don't know. I got the shit in my hand. He said when he rapped on Show Me What You Got, I had to take a long walk and look at myself in the mirror. And I said, are you sure you still got this? Do you know what kind of compliment that is? Wait, so I need to understand, because I tried to Google it.
Let's be clear who you talking about.
This is about Jay-Z, bro. This is from him himself. I will not throw my neck out there like that. The integrity of this show is very important. So hold on. Let's establish what he said. I know you get it, but I just want to make sure. This is from him. He said that, okay, so now, as we driving here, we tried to Google Show Me What You Got. So you freestyled on his shit. So, okay, that's where we couldn't find it. Because we got to find this.
Yeah.
So did he ever tell you this?
Yeah, he didn't say that part. Yeah, about that.
What did he say?
He just let me know, like, you know, boy, you coming for me, boy.
Okay.
I'm like, you know, just a privilege, man. I can't get on there and play with it, man.
How the fuck neither one of them never said nothing about this story all these years? Yo, that's crazy. Did I break the exclusive?
Yeah, I know.
Because you don't usually get ghosts to say that someone else scared me for a moment, and not only scared me, but telling you the exact moment. Like, he was proud to say to me, like, yo, I had to think about it. Like, you know, show me what you got. So what did you do to this record?
I just did what I do.
I don't know. This nigga face, man. This nigga face, man. Oh, man, I'm so hyped right now, Wayne. I'm just telling you.
You don't even understand. You don't even understand. You just told me that story, boy. I'm about to walk out here acting like the Packers won, boy.
But we didn't get you. Let's stay with Jay, because we do want to get your choice on the Super Bowl. Who you picking? But so you are at like the quadruple of your career, which meaning like you had a child.
Yes, I did.
Boom, you had a child-like career, like a Michael Jackson, our version of Michael Jackson. Let me claim you, right? Boom. Then you had like a teen, right? Boom. Then you had like a Cash Money, and I gotta tell you, man, at one time the group thing with the Hot Boys and everything. But I gotta tell you, boy, at one point, everyone left Cash Money. Oh man. I'm not gonna lie, I've always, like, between my New Orleans, y'all niggas is my New Orleans niggas.
I already know.
And I was looking like, I thought it was over. I can't lie.
Yeah.
And then it was like something called Mixtape Weezy.
Yeah. I told him I was gonna hold it.
I didn't know, you went from like MVP, you had like everything, and then that's another question Hov asked about your features. What was it like? Because there was a time Turk had left.
Yeah.
BG had left. Everyone was pretty much gone. It was pretty much just you and Stunner.
Yeah. Juvie had left too.
Juvie left first, in my opinion. Juvie left first, in my opinion. I could be wrong. And now you left. But you're the youngest at the time. Which
played a big role in why I stayed.
Right.
Yeah. Played a big role.
So how did you develop, like, I'm going to just, was it the features first, or was it like, let me put the label on the back?
The features thing, man, plain and simple, goes back to you very, very authentically explaining about how I am. The features are just plain and simple. I don't say no, and so I think that it became a thing, like, man, send it to them. And also with that said, they know, whoever send it, I'm gonna go my hardest on it. I ain't gonna give you some verse I had in the closet. I'm gonna make it like it was my single. With that said, that got around, that, the homie don't say no. He ain't got no, he colorblind. So, and he gonna kill it.
In the studio all the time.
Yeah, exactly. And he gonna kill it. He in there. Yeah, and you ain't gotta worry about waiting to send it to him. He probably send it right back to us. So that got out. That was my formula. And so it ended up being, I think it ended up being like 77 features or something.
I ain't gonna front. Me and Pun had a record at once, like the most features, and then Wayne like crushed our shit like one summer. I was just like one summer. He did this record. I was like, I'm not putting my name in the feature category anymore.
Crazy,
like one summer, like you really did. But was there ever doubt at that time, because you're seeing all your peers? Like at the end of the day, Slim and Birdman are still the CEOs, although they're your peers too. So they're the business guys. And when you see an artist like that, was there like ever a doubt, like, why would I staying there, it was like, let me put it on my back, because this cannot work. Let's just see.
Exactly. That was never a moment because of the confidence. I was instilled. My mom instilled into, nobody can tell you nothing. You can do whatever the hell you want to do. And nothing can stop you. My mom is one of those people, and so I did take it upon myself to just, man, don't worry. No worries, and also I look, again, the youngest. So like I said, me being the youngest played a big role. So what I mean by that, the effects that it had, and I was waiting for my turn.
Right. This was your turn.
Yeah, I didn't want everybody to go. I would love for my turn to be while everybody was, but shit, if that was how I got my turn, then this is my turn. Yeah, this is my turn. That also, what that mean is my immaturity as far as age had too much. I didn't have any worries about the business side of it like that. I wasn't really worrying about what I'm not getting, what I'm supposed to be getting.
The music.
And like music, man. These guys are giving me the time to do my dream, chase my dream. I don't have to go to school. I don't have to do what my friends doing. Then when I do go to school, I'm the talk of the class. I was on TV and this, that, and
that was enough for you?
Yeah, that was enough for me. I was 15.
And whose idea was it to go the mixtape route and do all the mixtapes relentlessly?
That was me. That was just me, plain and simple. That was me. You know what that was, bro? Let me explain what that is. The mixtapes came from, and he can tell you.
Because you changed the landscape of mixtapes by yourself.
He can tell you when I explain how they came. In New Orleans, he knew us. In New Orleans, we had a way of rap. we had a way of rapping, and still to this day, you know, they got bounce music, but it wasn't bounce. I'm talking about just rap.
Right.
We had a way of rapping, meaning we talk about a certain thing, we say it in a certain way, we use certain slangs, to almost where it was like how the Cali and how the East Coast, West Coast thing, West Coast had their thing, and it's almost kind of, it was forbidden for them to say son, a kid, or something like that.
Say water?
Yeah, something like that. At that, so that's why at that time, he can tell you I was a Nori fan, I was a Jay fan, Baby ain't know who them people was.
So you wanted to mix all that up.
So I wanted to get, when in school, when I'm with my homies and we in the circle and somebody want to hear Lil Wayne rap, I'm coming with that check. You know what I mean? When it's Baby, it was like school. When I get to the studio and Baby and them want to hear what you got, it's about to be that head bust off top. Grab the chopper and chop. You know what I mean? At the top is my spot, bling bling. You know what I mean? It's about to be war day. I got 20-inch rims on my, but at school, I'm about to, look son, I'm a little kid, you know what I mean? And that's what, so now I had an outlet to do it. You could do all this on this and you could put it out. You could just put it out on the CD and give them out and see what it do. And Baby, at first when it happened,
now you wasn't get paid for the mixtapes, right?
I've never been paid for a mixtape. I refuse.
You hear this, you fucking new artist?
Yeah, I refuse.
Wait, say this again. You've never been paid for a mixtape?
I've never been paid for none of my mixtapes. I've never...
I'm concerned.
No, it's me just, like I said, that's what it's always been, an outlet for me to get the music I want to, you know what I mean?
That was your freedom. The mixtape was your freedom.
And being the Hot Boys was perfect. You know I mean? It was just, I looked at it as, that's school, man. That's a test. I'm about to go past this damn test when I get to that studio. My verse going to be the hardest. That was always about who you want to go first. That was the thing. Who everybody say, yo, you go start the song out first. That always let us know that he liked your verse the most. You know what I mean? So you go back and listen to him, I started off a lot of them songs. I started off a lot of them, so that means he liked my verse a lot.
You realize the love that the industry has for you, or you try not to pay attention to?
Oh, I definitely realize. I want to say, when you said earlier about I influenced a generation, and I wanted to say the reason why I recognize, when you asked me did I realize that, and I said yes, I wanted to elaborate on it. The only reason why I realize it is because they make me realize it. And because they let me know, you know, you are the, and we respect you, and I wouldn't have assumed it without them telling me, hey, you are the reason why we look or why we say or why we act or why we dress. You the gold or you that. I wouldn't have assumed it and say that you were I'm the reason why you're doing that. Because I heard you say that
one time that you didn't listen to new artists, but I heard you say you didn't listen to like no music.
No music. I listen to myself. I listen to the last thing I just recorded.
I listen to Sade and shit like that.
I listen to Sade too.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't have to. So, but I seen you receive slack because of that.
I did.
So, but why do you think was that? Because they expect you to be abreast of what everything that's going on? Because you're a GOAT. Because you're a GOAT, obviously. You know what I'm saying?
I think the expectations plays a big part. I think they expect just like not just me. I mean, I think they expect everybody. You know, they expect everybody
to know everything about everybody.
Yeah, they expect everybody to know what just happened yesterday with such and such. You know, so when you know, they don't even have to be music. When you tell somebody I don't know something and it's something that just happened online, social media, whatever, they about to act. It's like you telling them that you just saw an alien. You know what I mean? Yeah, like you just saw a UFO or something. Like, man, I don't know what just happened. Well, who just posted what? You know, so that's what happens in my music. Everybody know. And also, I ran into a bunch of artists that had problems with me saying before that I don't know them publicly, saying that I don't know who that person was, or maybe mistaking that person for something. I remember I mistake 21 Savage for a damn group. I remember when I was
that does sound like
when they asked me a group, I said they got 20. I said they got 21 fucking new rappers in one group, and I said, I was so serious. I was like, man, that's like a new Wu-Tang, right? And the person with the mic was like, you serious right now, huh? I was like, I'm very serious. So, you know, the homie took
21?
Yeah, he ain't like that. You know what I mean? Because he thought I knew exactly who he was, and I was trying to be funny. Yeah, but since then I've met him and a few others that was like, man, we understand now that you just be working your fucking ass off. You really don't know.
Something happened like with Kodak Black.
I think it was the same type of thing. Like, damn, you really don't know.
Right.
Yeah.
Now that's real. Listen, especially living out here, it's like we want to mind our own business. We want to stay in our own
own business.
Like I I definitely mind my own business, stay in my own world. So I don't
work too much though, man. I'm a perfectionist, so I'm listening to it. I just recorded to see if I should have said the or not. I should have said duh. Or should I say is or of, things like that. I'm picking parts, so I don't have time to, the most I do listen to it, and when I start the car and my phone didn't connect to the Bluetooth yet and the radio on. That's the most I'm gonna hear right there. What the hell just happened? What is my phone doing? I like this though. What's this? That's how it happens. That's about it.
That's interesting. A person like have so many radio hits like you. Is there a formula to like? I was listening to you and Babyface, right? You know what I'm saying, on the way here, comfortable. Like, I'm that type of nigga. You know what I'm saying? So I was listening to that, and I'm like, is it a formula or is it? Because like, I ain't gonna lie, I'll be scared to death to go to the studio with Babyface. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I'll be like, Babyface, we ain't gonna just make a record. I'm gonna just watch you do whatever the fuck you. I can't. Like, do you go there and be like, yo, Babyface, you got the riff here?
No. Hell no.
Babyface. What do you do? I ain't gonna I'm scared of Babyface.
I do me.
You look like he a gangster, like behind closed doors. Like, and also, the pistol.
Also, let you know, you crazy. Like, my mama love Babyface. You can't be putting no pistols out my mom. I just lay it down, and also let that person know. I'm very. Let me know what you don't like and what you do, like what I shouldn't have said.
So you allow yourself to be produced.
Very much, very much.
Any producers that you think bring out more out of you than others?
Definitely. You got a Swiss. Yeah, Swiss gonna Chris Paul me. Yeah, everybody know, Chris Paul the Bulldog or anybody think Chris Paul, I should have died for that. You should have died for that.
I don't know.
You should have died with Swiss. You should have died for that loose ball. Why you ain't grab that rebound? You was right there. Yeah.
I'm surprised we go with Manny Fresh first.
Oh, Manny gonna get the natural. I can't help but be natural. Now that is a good reason, because right now I'm totally different wave right now when I do music. So still to this day when I get a Manny Fresh beat though, I trigger all the way back to now you gotta do it like this. Yeah, I trigger all the way back to school. Now you can't. That's mixtape. You gotta go back to. You gotta pass this test. Yeah.
Is there somebody you ever wanted to work with and you couldn't? Like I asked Nas that. He said Prince. He said Prince told him no.
I think you already know. I'm gonna say Biggie, man.
Biggie?
Yeah.
Nah, I did not know this story. What the fuck?
How old were you at that point?
Dude, this had to be because Biggie died in '95.
Oh, you mean? I thought you was just asking the question like, dude, was there
I'm talking about live, nigga. Yeah.
You had the opportunity to do it.
Oh, that I had the opportunity and I wasn't able to work with them?
Yeah. Or they fronted. They just was like, nah. Or they just didn't get
it just didn't happen.
Nah, I never had that situation because, I'm a yes, let's get it.
But Biggie would have been, had it been possible.
Man.
Yeah, Biggie and Wayne.
Oh, that would have been crazy.
Man.
That would have been insane.
I'm gonna play a quick game, real quick, right? I know I didn't tell the Drink Champs this, but I just made this up. It's called Grind.
You made up a game?
Yeah, it's called Grind Time for
First time ever.
I was so making sure we had stage.
We got
and
segments
and everything.
now?
Yeah, we got segments and shit now. Let's go for a minute. I'm gonna just ask you quick firing questions. You just say which one you want. Okay, you ready? It's called. You're gonna start the timer. Start the timer. Come on,
we got a real timer.
We got a timer?
I don't know. Let's try something different.
Some new shit.
It's called Quick Time with Slaps.
I didn't know these drinks was real.
Let's do some shot of ball back. Let's do a shot of ball.
Yeah, you gotta understand. I got all the TV in the skate park in the studio, and so y'all shit just come on. You know what I mean? That's one TV that just stays on revolt the whole time. You know what I mean? So y'all come
this is on Revolt too. Let's pick up the title too. You know what I'm saying? Pick up to Revolt. Title, Master. Okay, you gonna start the time? Okay, you ready? So it's one or the other. Okay, real quick. All right, ready? Boom. Cardi B or Nicki?
Nicki.
Jay-Z or Nas?
Jay-Z.
Tupac or Biggie?
Biggie and Tupac.
You said what?
Biggie and Tupac.
No, I said Tupac or Biggie.
He said both.
You said Biggie and Tupac. I didn't think of that answer. Yeah. Okay. It's great. Little Kim or Foxy?
Little Kim.
Kevin Hart or Chris Rock?
Chris Rock.
Alcohol or lean?
Lean.
Quality control music or TDE?
I don't know what TDE is.
Kendrick Lamar, though.
Oh, I thought you was literally. See, that's what happens. That's what happens.
No trick questions, man.
I really thought he was asking for quality control music. So now I gotta go back. So quality control music is somebody too.
Yeah, that's Migos
in them.
Yeah.
That's on my daddy's soul. to God. I didn't know that. And you say Kendrick Lamar.
Oh, like, you know, that's their label.
TDE is Kendrick Lamar.
TDE.
So TDE or QVC.
And I'm not gonna lie. I damn sure thought we was talking about Floyd Mayweather. That let you know where I'm at with this type of shit. I'm into me and me only, man. TMT, right? That's TMT, right?
That's tell you.
All right, let's get it. All right, TDE. Oh man, I love both of these guys. Man.
Cash Money or Death Row?
Goddamn. Now it depends on what the question is. It depends on what the question is. It depends on what the question is. Cash Money or Death Row? Nah, I'm joking, man. Leave it alone.
What you going with? Cash Money or Death Row? What you going with?
Both, man. Cash Money
You
first.
say Cash Money or Death Row.
Yeah.
Right, this is the ultimate one. We're going to leave it alone. Eminem or MGK?
MGK, I gotta say Eminem because I don't know too much MGK. That's the only reason, though.
Okay, Eminem or G-Eazy?
Again, don't know too much G-Eazy.
Come on, man. What kind of question is that?
I'm trying, man. I'm trying to work with each other.
That's not even a fair question.
Let's make some noise for Wavy in the first quick time. Quick time with Slime, right?
You know, also I did a bunch of joints with M, man. That's my man. You already know.
That's very interesting.
M had you with that Jay-Z moment.
Yo, let me
that
just
Jay lied about that. He talking about he had to go talk to himself and look himself in the mirror. But that moment, M had
You're
me like
probably
that.
the only person that did a record with M that they said that M didn't body. How do you feel about that? Because everyone that M get on a record with, they say he body. I have never heard them say that about you.
I can humbly say I expected that because when you get on a joint, that's like a championship game.
Yeah,
and you win it, and they ask you, how do you feel? Did you feel you was going? Yeah, I came in with my game plan, and I expected my game plan to work. Yeah, so M is, when you send a song to M, I attacked it like that, like, nah, you're not. You're just not. Right. You're not gonna do me this. You're not gonna do me this, and so I'm gonna put it all out there. Either we gonna be right here with it and just make a beautiful, wonderful, great song, but you ain't gonna do me that, and so that's what we did. Yeah, we just made a wonderful, great song. I ain't hear nobody ever say nobody body each other, nothing like that. I just made sure that he ain't body me. That boy is a monster.
Yeah. Are you into that? Do you listen to records and you say, is this verse better? Are you still into that? Like, even though Drake is your artist right now, he sends you a record, you still taking his head off?
Yeah.
As he should.
All day. I'm letting him know that once he send it. When he send it, make sure your mom and them don't be listening to this.
I had seen one of the greatest pieces of art. I wanted to do the fullest investigation of you because, of course, I know you personally, but I wanted to take my personal out of this because you're in my top 5 personally. But I have to be a journalist. So I went and I never knew how great the tour Drake versus Wayne is. I didn't know, like, it went above my head because, again, I live in my own world.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So I went back and I seen y'all battle for features and then battle for hooks. Mm-hmm. Do you know how amazing that is? Niggas don't even got their main records could ring off like that. They had a whole segment of features and hooks. Holy moly! Do y'all get what I'm saying? A half an hour.
Yeah, half an hour.
Hooks.
Yeah.
These niggas is just on the wall, and then Drake starts singing some shit, and these niggas about to bling bling. Oh my god!
I come right back.
Holy shit!
My little duffel bag, boy. That's the one I used to always win with, though. Once I put duffel bag, boy, you done. I got shit.
But that was like a phenomenal piece of art to see y'all, and then y'all like comedians on stage together, like the Blues Brothers. Like, hey, boy, and he called him Drake on the pole. I said, holy moly. It was great, and Drake got it. It was all like fun. But that is crazy. You ever seen that? You ever watched the footage?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, all right, cool. I'm about to say if you don't watch the footage.
Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen it watching like a show or something, and they have the whole damn show on there, the tour on there, or something like that. Yeah, I've never seen it on my own, and went back and said down, I'm about to watch this, but I've been flicking and say, oh shit, they got the whole shit. I think it was like a documentary of myself.
Yeah, you gotta go watch that. And this footage of you in the beginning, in the projects, it's just so beautiful, like to see your transition from the beginning, because obviously I knew you, 1999, or it might have been 1998, we recorded a record. I don't know if you remember. Because I want to say I was the first New York nigga to call Lil Wayne. I had a record because the hustler. I had a record. Well,
you're the first New York dude with all most of Cash Money on.
Yes, this is exactly what happened.
Because that's how Baby is.
That's how Baby is.
Everybody got to come and do it.
That's how Baby is. That's a fact. Let me just say something.
Yeah.
We had a record with Juvie, and I wanted to do Cash Money Thugged Out. And at the time, I didn't know who he was. I didn't know. He said, "Listen, watch this kid." He said, "Not just here. Just watch him. This kid is gonna," you know what I mean? Then he put on Turk, and it was like we was going together. And let me just tell you something, bro. From back there to where you are now, brother, I have never seen a better transition in hip hop, bro.
Thank you, man.
And I synced it.
Yeah.
You know how they say it? I synced it.
Yeah, I synced it.
I synced it.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, I am proud of you. You continue to go and break barriers, and I want to tell you to your face how thankful we are and how much hip hop owes you. Let's make some noise for that. You transition to this CEO. And one thing I noticed that after I seen you do it, I see people like Busta Rhymes do, and I see people like even Drake doing it now, and people like Rick Ross. Like, you really put your artist sometimes in front of you.
That's how it goes.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, but I feel like you was the first one to like artist CEO was the first person to like put Nicki and Drake in front of you, with Young Money. Yeah. Like, how did you develop that? Like, I felt like you wasn't even afraid for them to be just as big as you.
Plain and simple. That's exactly what it was. No fear, fearless, and also to instill it in them. That's where it plays the most. That's where it's the most vital. You know, to where you can you subtract all that away from yourself in front, for them, and let them know, hey, this is how much confidence I have in you guys. To where I don't even need none of my credentials, none of my accolades. I don't need me. Y'all just need y'all. You know what I mean? And that instills so much confidence in them, and they're who they are today because of it. Not to mention just them. You got Tiger, you got people like, you know what I mean? Those are people that I sat in the room and had to make sure let them know to their face that you a motherfucker. Right. You know what I mean? You're a motherfucker, and once you come out, they gonna understand you are who you are, and you're gone from there. Right. You're gone from there, and I will watch you fly.
But what he's saying is that's not normal in an artist CEO.
Yeah.
Because of egos and stuff. Like, that's not usual. That's not the usual way that goes.
Yeah, that's real. Like,
well, that was I would have to say that was probably taught. I learned a lot of that from Baby and them. You know what I mean? When you look at we from the streets, so you're looking at that same person with the accolades of his street. I know we know who Baby was, and he's a millionaire from the streets. And in New Orleans, that name way before there was rap, before there was a Cash Money Records, that name held weight. You know what I mean? My mama went to school with him. My mama was so scared for me to even be involved with him. Wow. You know what I mean? All she would say was like, boy, that boy was 14 with $1 million. Like, ain't nobody, I don't know how he got it. That was 14, I don't know. She was scared of him. To me, you're a kid, you're a boy, you're like, yeah, you go in your room, you're like, oh, shit, that nigga about it. You like, so to me, you know what I mean? To me, he had all that, and he would strip himself of all that. And you niggas is the niggas when, to me, it's like when you asking, so you looking at him like, but we ain't do none of this shit you did. You know what I mean? Like, we ain't got to have it. We ain't do none of this shit. We ain't push slang none. We ain't do none of this shit you did. And for him to strip himself, no, I believe in y'all. Y'all gonna rep to where you believe in yourself. Like, man, we goons for real. You know what I mean? We goons for real. Because we got a real goon right here letting us know y'all on the front line, and I'm right here with you. You know what I mean? So I think that played a big part, especially Slim. Slim was always the one who would say, you the one. He would always tell me, you the one. And that's how my career even started. Me getting sick on tour. That's how my career started.
Wait, what you mean?
Wait, getting sick on tour?
Yeah, I got sick on tour, on the Hot Boys tour. We would come out in a helicopter every night.
Oh, yeah.
That was the baddest shit ever.
That was
come out in a helicopter
and shit like that.
And making it rain before there was anything called Make It Rain. We was making it rain over the crowd in the helicopter. That's how we got to stage every night. And and I got sick for a few nights. And so when I was feeling better, I was ready to go back on stage, and Slim was like, nah, you ain't going. And I'm like, what you mean? I'm good. I'm straight. He was like, yeah, you good. Just still chill out for tonight. And I was like, I'm better. I told you. So,
and you a kid, so you like naturally you want to go in.
The way you get into the helicopter was in, every show was in a big ass arena. Every night, so a team plays in that arena, and we would get to the helicopter would be in the middle of the show, of the crowd though, but it would be covered up, and so the way we would get to it was in the laundry bucket, because the team laundry bucket is bigger than this table. You know what I mean? So it's all four of us. We're getting that motherfucker and push us to that through the crowd. The crowd don't know what it is. Think it's the people pushing some shit. So every night when I was ready to get in that motherfucker, Slim held me back. Like, not tonight, bro. I was like, but everybody know I'm feeling better. I thought this whole day we knew I'm performing. When my song came on, this was so long ago. This was when you do a show. Your show is synced up into the damn drive. Ain't no such thing as cutting the song out. Ain't no such thing as cutting the song out.
It's in the set already.
It's a DAT.
Exactly. Ain't no such thing as mutes.
Y'all young niggas don't know about that. Talk that shit, Wayne. Talk that shit.
And so what that mean, every night they still had to do my song without me, because it was in them. So they had to do my song every night that I wasn't there.
How many nights you think they did that?
I missed 4 nights. And so Slim noticed. He said, man, every night they go out there and they say, sorry, Lil Wayne couldn't be with us. He a little sick tonight. He said, that my song was the 4th song of the show. He said, that make the song go all the way. He said, that make the show go all the way down to where within 4 shows, they had to figure out a way to stop saying Wayne couldn't be with us tonight. They just start playing the song and let the crowd just figure out why the hell he ain't out there. Just let him deal with it and vibe. And so that night, he did it. Baby go out there and say, sorry, y'all, Lil Wayne couldn't make it. I'm sitting there about to cry.
Were you there that night?
Yeah, I'm looking at Slim like, bro, I am right here. I'm not coughing no more. My stomach. He said, take your shirt off. He said, take your shirt off. Hurry up, take your shirt off. Like, what? He took my shirt off, pushed me.
Was it coming out to Fireman? I feel like a Fireman.
Block is hot.
Oh, the Block is hot.
And so when the song came, Baby did the whole, sorry, Lil Wayne couldn't make it tonight, y'all. The whole crowd did the whole, and then he said, but we still gonna do the song for him like we do every night. The song came on, Slim pushed me out there with no shirt on. I ran out there. It was like Michael Jackson walking on stage.
Wow. Goddamn, I told you, goddamn. My motherfucker making a noise, goddamn.
Yeah, that was my career.
Now, I'm bouncing around a little bit, because we're going to go all over the place. Did we even get your Super Bowl prediction? We did not get your Super Bowl prediction.
I think the Packers going to do it.
The Packers ain't in there.
Oh, fuck.
I'm sorry, man. Because I'm an Aaron Rodgers fan. Did I establish that? I don't agree with a lot of things with Stephen A., but the one thing I do agree with is Aaron Rodgers is a bad man. I 100% agree that with Stephen A. But
I got the Chiefs.
The Chiefs, Mahomes.
Yeah, I got
Mahomes. Say his name right?
Mahomes because my homeboy, because they got I got a player on that team.
Fantasy league?
Yeah, no, I have a agency.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I have Young Money.
It's way above a fantasy league.
God damn it! Nigga floss for real.
Not so fantasy league.
Yeah, Nicole Hardman, number 17 for the Chiefs. That's one of my players, and he's a dog. So I would love to see him get his ain't a rookie. Wow. So I'd love to see him get a Super Bowl ring.
So if he get a ring, do you get a ring too? You don't win. You can make that happen. You don't worry about that.
I actually might make his ring look better.
Why?
Than the team. That's what I might actually do.
Because you do a level with Drake. But this is something I agree with you on, right? Sports.
Okay.
Lakers. I'm gonna be honest. I'm a Laker bandwagon fan.
Oh.
Meaning, I was down with Magic Johnson.
Okay.
James Worthy and the Lakers. But then they had a cold streak. Then they got Kobe. I came back.
I'm with you.
Then they had a cold streak. Then they got LeBron.
Yeah.
I am also back.
Okay, got you.
Am I accepted in Laker Nation? Or they might kick me out?
First of all, it's L.A.
It's L.A.
So you already know you can join tomorrow.
I can join tomorrow.
You're a diehard.
Okay.
You already in L.A. That's how it rocks.
Yeah. So, but are you the Lakers fan?
I'm a Lakers fan forever, man.
Okay. Yeah. You was fucking with them when they after they left Jonesboro?
Yeah, I had to. I had to ride it on out.
Because I'm a New York fan. I got the Knicks and shit. I can't keep two losing teams.
I was there when AI. I was a fan when AI stepped over T. Lou. You know how much that hurt? Yeah, just step over my dog like that. You wanna know the funniest thing about it though?
Okay.
All my homies, including some of these niggas with me tonight, all my homies, they was all Allen, the whole hood Allen Iverson fans. I'm the only Laker fan in the crib. So when he hit that shot and stepped over my slime like that, niggas in the house talking about
that Lou the coach now?
Niggas like that nigga, I told you, I whoop that nigga ass, I catch that nigga. Mind you, All-Star game that year in New Orleans. We walking up Canal Street, it's All-Star. Everybody chilling. Who we running to? T. Lou.
Oh man.
I got the little homie and I got all the niggas telling they'll beat a nigga up. When they see him, they'll catch him when they see him. This on my daddy's show, that man ain't have on no walking tank, white beat on, first of all. This when he had the braids to the back. Braids to the back, white beat on. I told him this, he busted, he remember, he busted out laughing, so you know the story. Man, walking up, that man ain't having no iced out basketball. He ain't having no iced out basketball gold. He ain't having no iced out NBA. He ain't having no iced out number. Niggas get their numbers iced out. Man had on iced out boxing gloves.
Yeah, he know
iced out boxing gloves. I said, hey, what you gotta say when you see T. Lou? What you just gonna do? Cause they gonna homie right there. I said, niggas don't spend money on shit that they don't know how to do. You know what I mean? I got a few iced out skateboards. You know what I mean? I know what I'm doing. You know what I mean? A nigga got iced out. I said, that man, a professional NBA basketball player, he got iced out boxing gloves on. That mean that man knows a little something. Go ahead, what you say you was gonna do to the homie? You feel? That's the funniest shit ever, man. Nigga, every time I tell him, he like, yeah, I still got that page.
So Green Bay, being a Green Bay fan, I'm an Aaron Rodgers fan. I can see that, right?
Yeah.
Being a Laker fan, I can already tell you I relate.
Yeah.
Here's where I'm a little thrown off.
Okay.
You're a Boston Red Sox fan? Mm-hmm. I don't get where this is coming from, unless you like Dominican people a lot. Because that's the only how I can see, like, where do you get this from, man? I'm confused on this part.
This like fucking city. Shout out Big Papi.
Yeah, that's my man. But listen, I can see the Lakers, I can see the Green Bay. I've been trying, I've been befuddled this whole day. I'm trying to figure out a connection.
I got you,
how this happened.
I got you, bro. Okay. Pedro Martinez.
That's it. All right, I respect that. Yeah. I knew it was Dominicans. Yeah. Let's make some noise for Dominicans.
I've been down there. He was my favorite pitcher, man. So I've been rocking ever since.
So that's the type of nigga you is once I'm
in. Yeah.
Even if your player gets hurt, you still rock with the team?
I'm rocking with the team. Yeah.
You just gonna stick with it. Yeah. I feel like that with the Knicks, but it's not working out for me, Wayne.
Yeah, I know.
The Nets, how we looking this year?
Hey.
We'll be looking good next year. You heard that?
Nah, when KD get back? KD don't get back this year.
Next year.
Free Chat Sports ain't saying that.
We already talking about next year, Wayne.
So
the type of life we live in the city. We didn't even think about this year. I think it's January. Niggas talking about next year, my nigga. I just took my Christmas tree down, my nigga. We talking about next year, my nigga. It's horrible. So I get, because I would think you're a Saints fan. I would think you are, like you ain't a New Orleans team fan at all?
I like my,
you fuck with Drew Brees.
Yeah, go, but I'm a real sports fan with that said.
You got his team.
Right, I rock on my squad. Yeah. And everybody around my age, that's from New Orleans, I tell them every day, stop it. Because growing up in New Orleans around my age and around everybody, no one was a Saints fan. No one.
What's they say? Who that?
Yeah, whoever it was, it wasn't none. And not since they bandwagon. They winning. All of a sudden I'm talking about niggas Saints, that what my nigga, you was a fucking Cowboys fan. You was a 49ers or a Cowboys fan. You was either one of them two in New Orleans. You know what I mean? You everything but a Falcons fan.
Right.
You know what I mean? And all of a sudden you got 1,000,000 Saints fans, so I stick with my pack, man. Go pack, go.
So what do you think? Let's do a shout out. Let's do a shout out. Let's do a shot of Wayne shit. Let's do a shot of Wayne shit. We're gonna do a shot of anything, goddammit. So what do you think the Lakers gonna do this year?
I definitely think, obviously we're gonna be out there. We're gonna be up there. We're gonna be there for the championship.
Last year we didn't make the playoffs.
Yeah, I know. Oh, that's dead. We're gonna be in the playoffs.
I wasn't really claiming us like that.
We're gonna be in the playoffs.
Then we got Anthony Davis. I was bandwagon again.
And we're gonna have to meet up with them folks though.
What you said?
We're gonna have to meet up with them folks though.
Okay.
We're gonna have to meet up with them Clippers.
They more of a threat than Houston?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. They got that dog over there, man.
I thought my man with the beard was going crazy. I think
you talking about James?
James Harden, my nigga. He got braids in his car.
He got the braids and shit, yeah.
He mean business. He dropping triples.
That's how he rock him and Russ is a fucking bulldog. You already know Russ one of my if not one of my top 3 players, if not other than LeBron. Right. I think Russ my second best player in the league.
Other than LeBron, Russ.
Next to LeBron. Russ is a dog, bro.
Yeah. You thought Melo would do this good?
Oh man, Melo is beautiful right now. Ain't he? That shit is awesome, man.
Yes, man.
That shit is awesome, and I had no expectations because I know Melo.
He's black and Puerto Rican. I had to root for him. I'm black and Puerto Rican. I had to listen automatically. I got to root for him. But I believed, but I still had to root extra.
I felt like he never did nothing wrong.
He might never have another black.
I never saw a bad Melo. For me to say when he come back he ain't gonna be right. You know what I mean? So I didn't see that. So that's why I was like, I just was looking. I had no expectation. I just want to see what he gonna do when he get back. Yeah, appreciate it.
Come on, and this is your shit, right?
Yeah.
Salute, goddammit. What is this? Wayne? Explain to these people this fine run.
We've been drinking this too.
on the show.
This is Bamboo. This is Bamboo. What I know the most about it is about the vanilla bean extract.
Goddamn, sounds rich.
Yeah,
cheers. Here we go. Vanilla
awesome.
Bean extract, niggas. Woo.
You can taste the vanilla too.
So now, Nicki Minaj.
Yes.
You spoke about briefly you discovering Drake. I don't think we got into depth, but we'll get into that. But Nicki Minaj. At the time, there's Little Kim, there's Foxy Brown, there's Trina, there's so many other female artists. This is artists. You being from New Orleans and then moving to Miami. Yeah. This is like a leap. I remember her being signed to, I believe, Dirty Money or something like that.
Okay.
Also, maybe she wasn't signed, but affiliated with. And then I just remember just boom, being with Young Money. Like, was that a risk for you signing a New York artist? Because I don't know if that time were you used to working with like.
It wasn't a risk at all.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, again, that goes back to the confidence I have in in the person and the individual. So it was never a risk at all. Plus, also, her being from New York, the female rappers from New York, regardless of the names we name, just period, female rappers from New York, they're a different breed when it comes to rap. And she was she cut from that same cloth. And what I mean by that is they got clips. You know what I mean? I work with a bunch of female artists, and a lot of female artists work like females should work, and very particular about what they do, very specific about what they say, very particular about how they work. And when Nicki started, she in the trenches like anybody, but that's a New York female artist, and that's why I say that's how that card is out there. That's if you cut from that card, that's how it is. They ready to go. They got clips, and what's the subject? Because it ain't about to be. She ain't about to come in here talking about like I'm about to fuck this guy, I'm about to do this, I want my hair this way. She about to come in and motherfucker talking about yappas and talking about and that right there was always the confidence I had, and I always told her, you're gonna probably have to start talking about more general things that people probably would like to see when they see you. People gonna want to hear certain things from you other than what you're dishing out, but don't stop dishing it out because it's you. So once they accept you, you ain't got no problem with. I've always always been who I am anyway, and y'all accepted me, then I have no problem with longevity because I'm gonna be me forever.
But your thing is a little different. What I mean by that is, like, you know, Dre had a Snoop, right? And then, you know, like Jay has a Kanye, but you had like both at the same time. And they were like
Drake and
Nicki at the same time. Like, did that ever fuck you up? Like, am I that crazy? Because like both of your shits work. Like, you know, usually it's one or the other.
But it was you had a lot of artists too.
Exactly.
Did you see it like it was just them too? Like, did you have a criteria when you were looking at these artists that you were picking out artists?
For something that the only thing I actually ever look for is hunger. Yeah, hunger. The need for the want for need or the need for want. It just have it. You know, just hunger. Just no matter what we doing and when we doing it, let's do it. That you know, what I mean, that person always works no matter.
As long as the drive was there.
Yeah, as long as the drive is there, that person. I mean, as far as skill and all that, skill can always be crafted and sharpened and worked on. If you got the hunger in you, then it's definitely going to happen. They had both of. They had, you know, what I mean, they had all of that. Not just those two. Everybody, the other artists on the label as well. Even though obviously the artists that are still on the label, that's what I see in them to this day. You got the hunger. You're always ready, and you're always looking for. So they can always be rewarded, and whether the world rewards them or not, and whether the record game rewards them or not, me as a person, I'm gonna always reward them.
That's beautiful, man. Make some noise. Let's do another shot. Let's do another motherfucking shot on that. I felt that right there. I felt. Come on, goddamn. Come on.
I
felt that.
No, this ain't no joke. We drink this. We drink this shit.
Oh, you got,
we drink this. This ain't no
drink. I ain't know if y'all fuck with my shit, but I know y'all drink.
No, we drink this. We drink. In our holiday special, we don't remember much, but we remember drinking this.
Oh yeah. We had it in the holiday special. It was heavy. We went hard in the holiday special. Yeah, but so Wayne, like, boom, you're one of the guys that like. They say blood, like, you know, blood, like, you, like it kind of like a lot of people who say that their blood now is because they seen Wayne be blood, or you know, I'm just you know, just in case you didn't know that. Yeah, like I'm just being like honest, like artists and things like that, because a lot of people say, you know, Wayne was an artist first and then started, you know, putting up the. How do you even like approach something like that? Like,
haven't heard that one before, but when I'm ever asked how it came about, the answer is always the same. The answer is we've never in New Orleans we didn't have Bloods and Crips. We did. It was in a part of New Orleans, and they still do. They go hard. They're totally different. We always called them, and this was in the 90s, and they've been like this. And so we always called that area of New Orleans is the West Bank. And funny that is actually the West Bank. And we always called them, look, that's the West Side. That's the California niggas. Leave them alone. What they to this, and right now to this day, their blood and Crippin' is like Cali blood and Crippin'. They ain't on the blood, you know, the B Squad, the Slime. They ain't on. They really still on their red and blue out there in that part of New Orleans. We always had that. And so where I'm from, we wore the bandana that represented where we were from was the soldier rag. Everybody, you know, knew that represented the Magnolia soldiers, but everybody ain't from Magnolia. You know what I mean? So you got, but that area, that juvenile, you know, New Orleans is split up into wards. Represented to where you got 3rd Ward, 4th, 5th.
Texas like that too as well.
Exactly. They got the big 5th Ward out there. So where juvenile from Magnolia, that's the 3rd Ward. That ward is big. It got more than just the Magnolia Project. It had the Melphamine Project, the Calio Project, and a bunch of regular just neighborhoods. Just, you know what I mean? So.
I said Magnolia and Calio's in the same ward.
Same ward. It's like counties.
Yeah, exactly. So all of that though is represented by you know, all of it. Obviously, everywhere has a uptown, downtown. So some wards are downtown, some wards. So that's when you want to represent where you're from, and not just you want to represent not just 17th and specifically. You want to represent. I'm from uptown. The red rag was always for uptown, and so I stuck with the red bandana because I couldn't do the soldier rag because I started, and what happened was I went back to the hood, and niggas like, I wish you would come right back around here with that dumb ass shit, nigga. You ain't, this ain't the Magnolia, nigga. This Holly Grove. You know what I mean? I was told that, you know, nigga, like, you ain't from the 3rd Ward, nigga. Stop acting like you're from the project. You ain't from the project. You know what I mean? So I had to leave that alone and get back to what it is.
Because it was like you and Dipset, and like even you and Jewels at one point, like y'all developed this great relationship. and people start to see y'all wearing red.
Bro.
Yeah, God bless you. That's my bro too. So you never heard this before, that they felt like you influenced like a whole bunch of like, you know what I mean? I mean, I thought
truthfully, if you ask me,
right,
I thought niggas was just had their own. I thought them niggas really had their own. They got their own gangs in their city and wherever they from. Cause you know what we hearing, and the niggas go to shooting at each other and shit, and that shit real. You know what I mean? Whatever, don't matter what color you got on, that shit serious. Once they go to shooting at each other, no, that shit. So I had no opinions on how you become a blood or whatever. Cause once you go to putting them triggers at niggas, then you're blood, my nigga. Whatever you say, you that.
Whatever gang you are, you
that, my nigga. Shit.
Well, wait, let me just let you know, man. Our show is about saluting people, man. So many people want to say how great you are when something happened to you. That to me, I understand that, but I want to do it while people are alive. I want to do people while, you know, so many people, when you get 10 years in this game, they want to say, yo, he's over, he's old, he's washed up. Not in this show, man. This show, we want to celebrate our people, man. Like, for real, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the last time you seen my son is over there. He was 10 years old. You did my, right there. He was a kid. And he did my video, and I remember, like, just you making me cooler to my kids. My kids like, you know Lil Wayne? I'm like, that's my man. And they're like, yeah, right, here you gonna come. Yeah, the video. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just trying to tell you, man, our generation needs to start doing this more, where we can big each other, because it makes me no less of a man to let you tell you how great you are. You know what I'm saying? And when we rolled on the thing here, first of all, I studied you for 2 days. I told Mac Main this. It's like, I just studied everything about you.
Shout out Mac Main, by the way.
Shout out Mac Main, motherfucker. So it was crazy because I thought I knew every one of your songs.
Mac was one of the niggas that told me to stop wearing that soldier rag too.
Oh yeah? I thought I knew every one of your songs, but then I put on my son. Even knew, but now I gotta get into how you love, because that's one of my shits. How you love, yo, my name. What was going on? What I feel like that was some good pussy. I'm just gonna be honest. I feel like somebody put it on you, but she didn't know how to love.
Nah, man, there was.
Salud, let's take a shot first before you answer that.
Salud, out of love.
Salud, out of love.
Out of love. It came about. It was at the time where I finally started accepting ideas, other people's ideas. You know, I was stuck in my ways, like, you know, everything I do work, I don't need to, but started accepting ideas, and obviously I was not going to accept no idea, still have a hard time accepting any idea for rap. Right. Anybody tell me what rap need to sound like? Nah, man, you could give me some R&B shit that maybe I could ponder over. Those was one of the joints. And I put my own words to some points and some parts. When I first got it, I thought that, you know, man, this might be a little too positive for me, you know what I mean?
Positive?
Yeah.
I didn't get that positive?
No. That's why I said I put a lot of my own words in it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so that's when once I did that and see what the outcome was, like, you know, this works, and that's how that came about. And shout out that song, man. I meet people that you can clearly see, you know, I don't judge, but you can clearly see that person is not a Lil Wayne fan. Right. It's not about them being a fan. What I mean by that is they're not going to their playlist and checking out some Lil Wayne, but you know, when they have real genuine stories about what that song did for them, you know, and plain and simple, and tells me that, you know, I've been a fan ever since that song, you know, and when they tell me that
was like a Tupac almost Brenda got a baby, but not like, you know what I mean, like, you know what I mean, like in another, like, because like everyone just was
that's
like,
what I said,
that's real
song
shit.
Like that, the people, that's why I said the people that come up to me and tell me what that song is people that's obviously you can look at them and see that you ain't checking me out, but they tell me what they was going through at some point of their lives and what that song did for them, and that song helped them look in the mirror and things like that, and helped them be able to see the person that was there and stop listening to this and stop hearing this and stop worrying or caring about kids I've had kids that were being bullied tell me about that song. I've had people that were overweight and tell me about what that song did for them and how great they feel about themselves now and things like like that. Yeah, so
that's real.
Good song.
Hold on, let me tell you something. This ill. I don't know if you remember that you put a group that I managed, Mayday, in 2 of your videos. The group Mayday, the band.
The band, yeah, fuck yeah.
And it was ill because you had them in your video shoot, and then we brought a T-shirt for you, and you threw the T-shirt. And at first you were like, it's a little too big. You're like, alright, fuck it. And you put it on, killed it, and then you invited them to perform at a Super Bowl party. Which was crazy for us, and we went and we did it. And then we met with Baby too, and it didn't work out. But whatever. But it was ill though. How much love you showed these guys, and then you put on the shirt and all that, and then Mac Man ended up doing a track with them, and I just wanted to thank you, just on the record here on the show, like you really were genuine. You showed love to the guys. You wanted to learn. You play guitar with them, with the guys, and you showed love to them. So thank you for that.
That's all love. Did they?
Yeah,
I swear to God, I'm about to say how they doing.
Yeah, they signed to Tech 9 and they've been touring ever since. Yeah, no, we know.
Yeah.
Shortly after that, we signed to Tech 9. The guy signed to Tech 9.
I saw him on the show. Yeah.
Okay, because we're going to get into this new album that you got dropping. But before we get to that, I got to win this bet real quick. On A Million, which is one of my favorite videos, by the way.
Thank you.
That's one of the best hip-hop videos ever. You obviously seen the Exhibit video first, right? What you see is what you get now.
I know that video,
Yeah. Those two videos together,
that video was crazy.
Those are the two craziest rap videos to me,
Gotcha.
Right? But in the record, you say, I'm a millionaire, I'm a young money millionaire, tougher than Nigerian
hair.
Okay. I won. Make some noise for me winning. Nigerian, yeah. I said, no, nigga said Nigerian here.
Yeah.
Listen, so I won. I'm definitely clear. They said Nigerian, yeah. So I'm like, oh, no. I want this back. So.
Shout out Nigeria. I did my 23andMe. It's kind of like Ancestry.com.
Yeah. I got 23andMe too.
My shit came back like 53% Nigerian.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, me and my mom need to have a talk.
Shit, Nigerian. That's all.
Have you been to Nigeria yet?
No.
You need to go out. They got a huge hip-hop scene.
It's already done. I gotta be there. I gotta go see. That's what you check and do the thing for.
Yeah.
Lil Wayne won't go to Dubai because you can't smoke.
I've been to Dubai a few times.
This is not a good rumor.
Obviously, you found a way to smoke there.
Are you bringing bud to Dubai or no?
Nah, I think every time we go, they make sure it's a short stay. Like you go there, do the show, you pop right back out that bitch. But that's the reason why I got my G-Wagon, because I saw that bitch in Dubai. I never seen it in America. I was like, what is that?
God damn it.
I need it now. Right now. I thought it was a Hummer. That it was that big. I was like, that Hummer is dirty. I need that. And it was like, that's a Benz. It's like, damn, you just upped the price like $300,000. I know that. Fuck it. I still want it.
Did y'all really have Hummers sitting on 32s back in the days?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, they did.
I'm trying to figure out what 32s look like back then.
He meant the tires. Yeah.
Oh, the tires. No, I'm thinking niggas the rims. Like, I'm
them
like
bitches were big too.
Nah, look at some of the dump riders out here, man.
I'm not sure what's because them bitches was big too. That nigga he was a rim fanatic. Stunner was a rim fanatic. I didn't put no rims on my shit. He would put them on there. Yeah. He would steal your car and do that. That's real talk. He would steal your car and do that.
And put rims on it?
Put everything in your shit. Speakers, rims, TVs, all that.
That's a good thief.
You pull up, what the fuck is this?
Thank you for jacking my shit.
This how you really riding right now? Like, yeah. Like, man, give Shorty the keys to the expedition. And you gotta ride the expedition for a good week and a half. He call you and tell you couldn't get your car. Your shit got all kind of different shit. You done press the button, your shit and turn to a whole nother damn car.
Did you ever just leave it? Like, I hope he jacked that shit today.
Nah, because he gonna jack it and take care of it. After that, you don't want to jack that motherfucker no more.
Now, was Currency the first artist signed to Young Money?
I don't know. He was the first artist signed.
Was he? No, he was on Cash Money. He was on Cash Money already.
Young Money?
Nah, he signed
to Young Money.
First to Young Money?
Yeah.
I could have sworn I had Cash Money vinyl from...
No, I'm saying that he was first signed to Young Money.
It probably say Young Money, Cash Money. Yeah.
Okay.
It was a joint venture.
Right.
But a Cash first thing.
Now, what about about the Saudi Arabia experience, though?
Huh?
The Saudi Arabia experience. What happened in Saudi Arabia?
Oh, it was awesome.
Okay.
Yeah, it was awesome. They're very different. The people out there are very different. Their culture is very different out there. You learn a lot.
Right.
If you are interested, like I am, I'm very...
Mecca's there.
Yeah, I'm very intrigued. I get intrigued by different things, you know what I mean? So it was a bunch of different stuff out there. Every second was different. It's awesome, though. Ended up overall, once I was able to sit down and think about the whole situation, it was awesome.
So you performed out there?
I performed out there. I drew 55,000 people, man.
And you could curse or you couldn't curse?
Yeah, they told me, obviously the only thing I was told, try to keep it down try to keep the cursing down. It wasn't a problem, but try to keep the, I usually say something about...
sexually explicit
lyrics. I usually say something and before and after my show about thank God and stuff like that. Just, they didn't make demand that I did.
Right,
like, don't say nothing about your religion.
Blasphemous to say
they didn't demand it at all. Right. They didn't demand that you don't say nothing about your religion. It just, consider, if you don't mind, you may not want to say something, may not want to bring religion into it tonight. Wow. That was all. Other than that, it was a regular show. That man, whoever paid for that damn show, I've never had a show that big in my own career. I went back and saw the pictures. I was like, they had fireworks going off and shit. I ain't never had fireworks. That motherfuckers, that shit looked like a Kiss concert.
Just in case you want to smoke chat.
Just me appreciating my shit.
Oh, you got your shit right there. You got my bad. There you go right there.
I was just like, the shit was crazy. And I got a free Frank Mueller and a Lamborghini truck.
Wait, from the show?
Nah.
Part of the deal?
From the homie. So when I got there, when we landed in the private airport, you know what I mean, all that shit. I put my backpack through the little shit, the thing you sit your shit on and it goes through the thing. I haven't been to a regular airport in a minute, I'm sorry. So that thing,
the detector of some shit.
Thing. I ain't did that shit in so long, so I was like, what do I sit on? I set my backpack with all my jewelry on there. And so the lady said, I'm sorry, the jewelry's too much. You gotta, if it's over 25K, you gotta, I think she was trying to say if it's over 25K, you gotta declare it or something like that. Couldn't understand what she was trying to say. But anyway, so with me, I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. Thank you.
Cool, no problem. I'll take double shot for him. No problem.
With her, she said what I told. With me, I'm very no nonsense. So I was like, man, fuck all that shit. I went and got back on my plane. I was like, man, fuck all that. I ain't coming in. I like, fuck it, I'm going anyway. I don't need to be here, but I can't because I couldn't understand what she was saying. Didn't know that what she was saying about the jewelry and shit. I just thought she was saying something about my bag or whatever. So I like, fuck all that shit. I'm gone. So I was sitting on my plane. My pilot said I figured they was too tired to leave, but my pilot said, shit, I gotta leave. We can leave. I can get you to Dubai. Right. You know what I mean? Like, we can go to Dubai and sleep there for the night. I was like, shit, that sounds good to me. And so all of a sudden, as I'm sitting on my plane, everybody nigga walk back on the plane like, yo, quote unquote, His Excellency just found out about this shit. And he pissed and he said, you walk straight through, no nothing. I say, man, I'm not getting off my plane if it ain't what y'all just told me. If I ain't walk, I walk straight. When I got off the plane, everybody that was in that damn airport, when I first walked through that bit, they was like statues. Nobody said nothing.
You're looking the other way. Yeah.
I walked straight through like.
There's a monster.
That happened to me, but not quite like you. Okay.
So then I get a text.
Way flyer.
I get a text saying, yo, he's very upset. He would like to come to your room and apologize to you in person.
He said,
His Excellency, quote unquote. And they said he would just take 5 minutes. I said, I ain't got no problem with it. He came, that motherfucker, he was highly upset. He was highly upset. He came in and he said, he was like, 25K, your jewelry over 25K. I bring you gift over 25K. And he made his homie open the gift. It was a Frank Mueller watch. So I know, like, yeah, that's definitely over 25K. And then so when he was leaving the room, he said, oh, I forget. Lamborghini or Ferrari? I thought it was a general question. Like I do all the damn time. It was a general question.
You thought it was like quick time Islam? You thought it was like that?
Yeah. No. Like, I don't know shit. Like TD or QC. I thought it was a general question. Lamborghini or Ferrari? I said, oh, Lamborghini. I thought he was asking me what's better or something. Like quick time. Yeah, like quick time. Like that. Yes. And I wasn't thinking exactly like that. You know, like shit, Lamborghini, Ferrari. I say Lamborghini. What color? I said, oh, you talking about me one? I said black. In front of your house in 3 weeks. I am very sorry for this.
You should have said and Ferrari.
I'm still thinking he joking too. I'm still thinking he just joking, not joking. Think he just showing his
talking shit.
I said Lamborghini truck. I said they knew. I heard they know one of them Lamborghini trucks. They knew. I got that bit like 3 days ago.
God damn it! Make some noise for that. God damn it.
Let's do the shot after the biggest break.
All right, let's do the shot first. All right,
let's do it.
Let's do the shot first. Because
I'm taking that biggest break.
All right.
Oh, no, that's us. Just us.
Oh, it's just us. It's okay. Oh, I got you. God, there you go. There you go. Salud. I hold it, y'all. I got notes and shit like that. I don't take notes from a lot of niggas, nigga.
I've been supposed to get that bitch like 2 weeks ago, but he demanded that it didn't come in black, and I heard that he demanded that they get that bitch wrapped in black.
Oh, like the wrapped the charcoal, not the charcoal.
The charcoal black.
Oh,
yeah.
Like the charcoal black.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, that's hard.
In the car, he couldn't get it that way, so he demanded that they wrap that bitch in black before they sent it to me. So I just got it. I was like, yeah, he a bad man. Whoever His Excellency, that's my nigga.
I ain't gonna front. That sounds like a new mixtape. His Excellency.
His Excellency, that's my nigga.
What's your favorite one of your old mixtapes?
I think either No Ceilings. I say one of the. I think Dedication. Yeah, Dedication 4, and any one of them. I go through them. No Ceilings, yeah.
Let me look at all the names. I got all the names. Diego, we gonna put up all the names? Diego, yeah? Just the mixtapes.
I like the prefix too. I go back and fuck with the prefix. Yeah. Surface, yeah. One of them.
All the squads.
I fuck with one of them. Sorry for the ways, but definitely Drought 3. Yeah.
I'm looking at this list, Wayne. First off, you sold 100 million records? Do you know that?
Yeah.
He said yes again. I love how you got the most normal shit. He's like, yeah. You're like it's 100 million records, bro. That is you can't go nowhere on earth where they don't know you. Like for real. Like you can't just go to TJ Maxx.
You can go to the Masters golf competition in Georgia and they can't react. That was the funnest experience ever.
Okay, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yes.
Please just break it down.
So when you're at the Masters, which is the biggest golf tournament, you can't make
in
noise.
Atlanta.
Yeah, in Atlanta.
No, you said Georgia.
Yeah,
it's a part of Georgia that ain't Atlanta.
No, yeah, it's I think it's
because Atlanta, there's niggas everywhere. In Atlanta,
Augusta.
Okay, I knew it.
Augusta,
there's niggas on everywhere in Atlanta.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
So you can't make, it's a golf tournament. You got to be quiet.
Okay.
And so when you get there, they even give you a whole. You go to a room before you even hit the golf course. You go to a room and watch a TV like you in fucking 3rd grade.
Right.
You watch a TV fucking special that let you know what you can do and what you can do. No phones.
Wow.
No phones. Wow. No loud reactions. Wow. You can only cheer when it's cheering time, and that's all you can do. And so with that said, so we gets out there, we walking around. It's the Masters. That bitch packed. It got over such and such over double-digit thousand.
And is Tiger Woods playing?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So you went to the win.
Yeah.
This is a great story. Let's keep this going.
They cannot do nothing. They just walk past you. They see you. They just gotta. Literally everybody. There ain't no phones. Ain't none of this. Ain't none of it. They just see you. They just gotta. My nigga, I just in that bitch like. You can't say nobody. Imagine that just thousands of people it's like a Red Sea just parting. They can't say nothing. They just like. Everybody like.
So you gotta be invited to the Masters?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because they invite me.
I don't know
no shit like that.
Oh, we'll be invited. Because the escorts, they act like we was invited. Shout out my escorts, they from home. They home.
That's who they want.
Yeah. Because with that said, the escorts, they was OGs in that. Because with that said, the people, you know, it's a golf tournament. When if you want to sit at a certain hole, that means you sit there that whole day. That's your seat. It's like a picnic. That's your, ain't no seat, you know, ain't no roll. Yeah, that's your spot. So for anybody to come ask for you, if you one of the guys that just want to follow your golf, the guy that you following, and he end up at a hole where somebody been sitting there all damn day, it's hard to ask that person, yo, can I come walk up over here and just watch them hit this one little hole and I'm gone. Whoever my escorts was, as soon as they went and asked them, everybody was like, yeah. So we partied we watched every, and the guy who I wanted to win won, he from LSU. Shout out LSU for kicking that ass the last week. You already know. Shout out LSU. Shout out LSU. Get the gag.
Goddamn, beat him up. And Odell Beckham was at the game too, right?
Yeah. Shout out.
Odell Beckham, he smacked the cop's ass, right? I've seen that.
I don't know about all that.
I seen it. He was out of line.
All I know is the first lady did to get the gap, man. They was all in the White House doing to get the gap.
Yeah, that was hard.
That was hard.
So you ever, cause like you at the level like Wayne, I'm just being honest, like you're at the level where like some people are looking at you like you don't have no race, like you're just Wayne.
Yeah.
Like
I love it.
That's ill.
Yeah.
Is that something you like embrace, or that's something
it.
like you know what I'm saying? Like you know, like Michael was like that. Like when Mike, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
OJ thought he was like that. Then they reminded him like nigga, you a nigga. You know what I'm saying? But like you know what I'm saying?
I know I'm a nigga. Trust me. Don't need no reminders out there. Okay. I know I'm a nigga.
Okay.
Yeah.
But even like after like even with the locked up thing, right, with the Beacon Theater, and this is something I know I'm a little bit all over the place, but this is something I never know that you heard. I heard that the Beacon Theater, the police was extorting the Beacon Theater, or not maybe they're extorting them, but they were telling them like, yo, listen, y'all need us on this block. And what happened was they had never. I think the Beacon Theater was like, fuck it, we got security, we got enough. And that day they was making you and Ja Rule an example.
I haven't heard that. Because with that said, I got an explanation for why I think what happened.
Okay.
I went out there and, you know, like me and Ja, we brothers still to this day. He had told me that before I think I went to either his show or just talked to him before I did my show, and he had some problems at his show with the law or whatever at his show.
Oh, wow.
So I know for a fact I showed my ass on stage. I was tripping. That, you know, I think after every damn song I probably say, when I say fuck, y'all say the police. I was just going, you know, like, fuck. And I was tripping that night. I remember that. So with that said, we got stopped. I figured we was gonna get caught. Like, all these motherfuckers mad at me for tonight. That's what I figured it was about. And I haven't heard anything else other than that. Now that night though, at their show they were just too funny that night. The police, they were too funny. They didn't know who the hell I was. They didn't know who the hell to pick. They know the lady, the police, the female officer. She said, Sarge, yeah, said all of us on the curb, it's like 13 of us. She said, Sarge, I got him right here. The rapper, Lil Wayne. She said, okay. He come back, she said, what? Tattoos, dreadlocks, gold teeth. She came back, she said, she flashed the light on us, she said, Sarge, that's all of them. Sorry, that's all of them. All of them got tattoos, dreads, and gold teeth. So you want to take all these niggas? All of them there. I told her when she passed, I said, I'm Lil Wayne, man. I'm who they looking for. I'm that nigga.
Well, because you know, in New York, we love you, man. I just want you to know that. Man, we want you to know that. Man. That was a fucked up night for you. And we apologize for the fucking, you know, the people, but we love you in New York. We want you to always know that. Let's make some noise for us.
Tough day back there, man. Y'all showed me too much love. I ain't had one tough day in Rikers, man. Not one.
Wow, that's something great to hear. So now, because the whole time we've been hearing you saying great things about Baby, right? And Baby's my man as well. I spoke to him earlier. But it was a time where it was a misunderstanding. You don't have to get into it if you don't want to, but you know, the Carter 5, it was a whole campaign. This is when I asked you earlier. I said, did you realize how much love you have in this industry? Because once there was a free Carter 5 campaign, I never seen so many hashtags of people that I didn't know that knew you, but that was a real thing. That was like I compare it to like similar to like Let the Locks Go, when it was time for like people to just be like, you know what, Diddy, we love you. We're not standing against you, but we're standing next to the Locks at this time. And that's what I felt like people were doing. It was like, yo, baby, we love you, we fuck with you, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, the artistry, the artist system was standing by you. Like, how did that feel, if you could explain that? Because, by the way, it was none of our business.
No, that's all good.
Family-wise, what I'm saying, like family-wise.
It was humbling.
But, you know, everyone was standing with you.
It was humbling, you know? Thank you. It was humbling. It made me feel like I ain't alone. You know what I mean? When at that time I definitely could have felt super alone. You know, could have felt like you said, my brother's been left.
Right.
I could have felt like, man, what the hell did you? You know what I mean? I could have felt but the industry made me feel like, boy, you better not stop. Boy, you better not hold your head. Right. You know what I mean? You better not hold your head down. You are who you are, and you still gonna do what you do regardless. And with that said, being able to do what I do still regardless, that came from a question you asked earlier. That came from doing all those damn features years ago. Those same artists, even if it's not those same artists, trickle down to artists that came from them. They notice he need help and he's in a bad place. So they notice he can't put out an album, but he damn sure can get paid if I ask him to do this feature, and he damn sure could be on TV if I chose that feature as my single, and he damn sure could still be in music if we do that. There's so many artists that did that just because. And was it really like that way? Like, like as an artist who's been through that before, right? Mine was on a different level, obviously, but really was it like that where you couldn't, where they were stopping you for putting out anything, or was it because all you wanted to do was put out the Carter 5? No, they were stopping anything.
Wow. And this is from the higher ups. This is from everything.
I don't know where it was coming from. I couldn't put shit out. I know that much.
Right. And then it finally gets worked out.
Everything get worked out through time. You know, time heals all. Time heals all, and time start building. That number start growing, and at some point it's gonna clash, and everything happens for a reason. And so I'm gonna make the most of it. As soon as I was waiting for it to happen, as soon as it happened, I was gonna take advantage of it. And once it did, I have, and now I'm in a position that I've always ever wanted to be in, and that's running. I run everything. You know, I make it rain. I tell it when I form the clouds around this motherfucker.
I'll tell you a funny story, right? One night we was in the Hit Factory, and this is before anything ever. And I forget what was the quarterback that went from Denver to the coast of Denver.
Peyton Manning.
All right, I'll tell you though. So this is when everyone is signing the Cash Money.
Shout out Peyton Manning from New Orleans.
Everyone is signing the Cash Money. Everyone is in Hit Factory, right? I think it's like Scott Storch. I think Fat Joe was trying. Fat Joe was trying to sign the Cash Money. I think Busta Rhymes is over there. I think this is just a session. This is just a session. We're just in it. And you walked out. And he said, man, I might do the Peyton Manning on niggas. And then you walked away. Not gonna lie, you had the whole room straight. Everybody's sitting there talking about, yo, we're gonna give a Cash Money. You're gonna go to Cash Money. And you just walked out and just said, I don't know why you said it. I don't know what you meant by it. Because I wouldn't have to say, who the fuck is Peyton Manning? I knew Eli Manning. I was like, oh shit, the nigga switched off. Oh shit, this nigga Wayne about to leave everybody. Yo, I ain't gonna lie, you silk up that place in a way, because you know, this was the hottest time. I don't know if you realize, Cash Money was like Death Row, Bad Boy, Rockefeller, and Rough Riders together had a baby on steroids. From the South and just high. and I got to hear the greatest. I don't know. I've never been in these studio sessions, but I got to hear the greatest rapper, and you just said that, and it was just like, this was the illest shit I've ever heard, and like, this is the power that you had. You have.
Thank you.
Yes, man.
I didn't know what I meant. I don't know what I meant.
What you meant.
I know other stories about Peyton, so I could have probably meant something else, even from New Orleans. So
yeah, no,
there's this one story
man.
I always go back to about Peyton, so I'm not sure if I meant that too.
Right.
Yeah, but I probably meant what you said too.
Right.
Yeah.
Because another thing Jay told me was that was like he just met with you generically. And then he called Birdman, and when he called Birdman to say he met with you, that Birdman called him what lawyers. And him and Birdman's relationship has not been the same since. Mm-hmm. So, is that something you knew about?
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay.
Nah.
Yeah.
All I know, what I did know is that the homie, he would keep it, his main focus, his main goal was, making sure I was good.
Yeah, that was
making sure I was good.
Right.
So with that said, when it came to, he would just let me know that I'm going through some things. We're trying to get it to be official. We're trying to get you over here, trying to get it to be right. But I'm going through some things over there. It's not easy. Right. It's not easy, but I'm going to go through every loop I got to go through to make sure you're okay.
Because using sports examples, if you know your quarterback is going to, I see where Baby was coming from. Like, it's different, but like, Wayne maybe not a little happy right now, and he going to meet with Hov.
Yeah.
That's Bill Belichick from niggas. Like, I don't want that. Like, now that you think about it, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna lie, that's some deep shit. That was some deep shit. But you got two of the. How did that feel? Like when you had?
I don't think I was more focused on getting right. Yeah, I was more focused on getting myself together. Yeah, getting shit right. And when you work like I work, and when you expect nothing to fall.
Right.
You know what I mean? You expect everything to go as procedure as it can. You wake up every day at the same time. You work as many hours as you're gonna work, and all you know is that it works.
Right.
All you know is that everyone around this bitch is smiling and eating. When everything goes down and it's hard to, it's hard to make a person like me that all I do is work. It's hard to make me to stop me and slow down and say, nah, I try to embrace everything that just happened.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like when I know that just happened. I know that's fucked up, but I'm still about to work.
Right.
And I'm that guy. So I think I worked through it all, and so there was no time for me to have any emotion about, man, I can't believe I got this guy or talking to this guy. I was not. I probably didn't even see who it was I was talking to.
Right.
You know what I mean? If you ain't the next song, move on.
But now you running your own motherfucking shit. Goddamn it, thing, man. It's a beautiful blessing, man. And you know what? You deserve it. Everything.
Thank you, man.
And continue it. So the thing is this. One of our records we was also on, right? I believe was Grinding Remix.
Okay.
Clips.
Yeah.
And I don't know where this relationship went wrong. Did
I don't either, bro.
Get out of here.
I swear to God.
Who, with Clips?
Yeah. Specifically Push It.
Yeah. I swear to God, I don't.
Word.
I don't know. I think I just found out it was like one of them. You ever see when the athletes get traded and don't know, and he get told during the press conference, and
he's like lost.
So how do you feel that they trade that Houston just traded you to Kansas City? He go looking at the agent like, what you talking about? Like, excuse me one second, go to the bitch, cut the commercial real fast, then come back and have a proper answer. So now that
I spoke to my agent.
I was like, man, he was like, yeah, man, what you gonna do? You gonna come back and push? I'm like, what you mean? I'm like, I'd love to do a song with him. And they were like, nah, he dissing you now.
Because particularly there's a record that came out with Rick Ross recently, right?
Yeah.
And Rick Ross supposedly put you and Pusha on the record. When the record comes out, the record is just you on there, and there's no Pusha T. So I don't know what the rumor is, but in the industry, we always notice a clearance issue, maybe on this part. Obviously, you cleared your part.
As always.
Right.
Yeah.
So do you think that it was on their side?
I don't even know nothing about it. I heard about that once.
Right.
So that was random news to me because it was his joint. So I wouldn't know who he had on it anyway, or who he was supposed to have on it.
You don't never even ask those questions?
Oh, no.
Damn, man, you too much of a real nigga. We're going to start protecting you a little bit more.
You can't just does the records.
Yeah, he sent me the joint. Let me know what the subject is. If he may have, I think he may have had a hook on it already. Or it may have had a title to it already. So I just do my part.
Because Ross' intentions was pure.
Yeah.
Ross is. I believe I know Ross long enough.
He didn't mean nothing by it.
I don't think he meant anything by it.
I still don't know. What did he do?
No, but he had you and Pusha on the same record. So, but when the record came out, officially, it was just you on it. So if people are trying to figure out
say why he didn't have the homie on that, I'm not sure. I don't even know the record. I swear to God.
Yeah. I gotta live in Wayne's world for a little while, my nigga. I love the world you live in. For real. You nigga really block out society.
That's in the rear view, man.
The red room?
You know what I'm saying? It's in the rear view.
No, I love that, my nigga. I love that, my nigga. I'm gonna take a double shot for you on this, my nigga. Give me a shot for me and a shot for Wayne, nigga. No, because you know why you deserve this, man. You know what? And I love the way you live in your own world. Because you know what? People that mind their own business don't ever start no shit.
I ain't no shit started.
You know what I'm saying? So you know if a nigga fucking with Wayne, you know he fucking. Because Wayne is in his own goddamn world, man. We burning sage and we living good, drinking bomb. I'm gonna make sure I pronounce this shit right. Bomb-boo.
Yes.
Bomb-boo. I'm drinking bomb-boo all motherfucking night. We eating House of Mac.
And I hate when I'm fucking with him with this.
You fucking with him?
I hate when you get the bitch after the club, the drunk bitch like, oh, that's your drink. I love it. It was boo-boo. Boo-boo. Or some drunk bitch. Let me get some of that bamboo.
Yeah.
Bitch, ain't no bamboo in here. I hate that shit. I hate that.
Let's get on that too, man. Salute. I ain't gonna lie, man. Every other week at one point, you was knocking every bitch down. I'm gonna keep it real. You had a song, I Wish I Got My Every Girl. I think you 95% complete. I think you 95% complete. I'm in my mind, 95. 97 right now. I haven't been paying attention for a little while. I've been rooting for you. I'm being honest. You rooting for more? I've been rooting. Take it down, baby. Take it down. I'm married. I'm fucked up, so I gotta live vicariously to somebody else. In my mind, he's like Finger Pop right now. Like right now, he's fucking a little bit of Finger Pop. Like I feel like he's Finger Pop somebody that came over. You got a girl? I'm sorry if you do. I'm sorry. Was that way too late to ask that question? I'm just saying, Wayne, you was knocking him at one point. Let's do tomorrow. Let's talk about. And I know. I'm like, wow. I like my nigga is going in.
I did my thing.
At one point, like
I'm a lover, not a liker.
Okay, but you like your jersey's hung up or no? You still got your jersey still floating around? You still doing your world tour like Kobe Bryant? You gotta do a Kobe Bryant last world tour. It's not anything down. Like bowling balls or the way. But Wayne, I'm very proud of you. That world as well.
Thank you, man.
Come on, let's be clear, man. Let's be clear. A lot of niggas ain't been with Wayne his man, bro. For real.
I'm a lover, not a liker, man.
Yeah, you a lover, not a liker. I don't know what that means, but it sounds great. I don't even.
A lover, not a liker, man.
But you've been through a lot.
It's a problem, actually.
And you just learned how to DM. I seen a somewhere.
You just learned it?
Who cooped this man? Cause I get argued all day, but that's an argument all the time. Like, I DM'd you.
Yeah.
Bitch, I just learned.
I seen him in an interview. He just learned how to DM.
Yes.
But you gonna keep striking. You gonna keep striking.
Nah, you don't learn to DM now.
I don't know, but for my niggas, be telling me how they do it on the DM. I don't know how to DM personally, but
good.
I've did a couple of dudes for an interview. Because, you know, I mean, they gotta relax. They gotta relax. For an interview, I'm very confident in my masculinity. It's okay. It's okay. You ain't gonna get it.
Are mad happy right now.
Hey, man, it might be you. You might be relaxed.
No, not me. We.
Nah, but wait, you was really out there. Are you still out there like that?
Nah, my wifey sleeps in that jersey every night.
Okay,
wifey sleeps in that jersey.
Okay. Oh, so your jersey is hung up.
She sleep in it. Yeah.
You know you got your jersey 52 states though. You know, you got. All right, listen. I'm sorry. You said wifey? I thought you said girlfriend.
He said wifey, man.
I gotta be clear. But look, you gotta respect your past. Like, you know, all of us.
Oh yeah, we are.
Like I had, you know, my shit is 1998. He's like, I got
gotta
2
respect
years.
the past. This is where we come
I got
from.
1998, 2001, finished. So, finished. Had a crazy year. MVP 4 years. Nigga, did my knees buckle. I couldn't ball no more. ACL damage. I was out of the league.
You got that Bo Jackson.
Yeah, I got the Bo Jackson. But I live like vicarious through you, Drake.
Now he a dog.
No, the Drake a dog.
He's a bad motherfucker. Yes, that red shit.
That red, nigga, huh?
He went with that when he got up over me.
No,
because he got he got the red and he got the singing. See that right there, and then you throw the rap in it, and you know he got a few. He got a
Canadian too. He's very nice.
Don't even bring that.
Very nice.
Very nice.
So but I got that too. I got the Southern hospitality. I'm very nice too as well. So I went with that.
I'm like up front. You look like you're a rose, like
a rose,
like rose.
I will go pick that motherfucker.
Yeah, I could tell you a romantic.
I will go pick that motherfucker. Show her the blood from thorns.
Wait, blood?
I will show her the blood from the thorns.
Girl got crazy.
Yes,
okay,
I will give it.
Blood from picking the thorn. Okay, all right, cool. All right. Damn, Wayne. All right.
Yeah, Mom. I was raised by my mom. Yeah, she taught me you got to go the whole 9 plus more for a woman, for your woman if she matters.
So Valentine's Day is coming up. What is Lil Wayne doing for Valentine's Day?
I don't want her to know yet.
You know, Martin Lawrence got a tour in South Carolina. In case you want to catch the private plane, I got the fuel.
Okay.
I hit you.
You got the fuel? That's it? That's all you got?
Hold up,
let me ride with you.
Let this man. With that said, that is the most. That is what you pay for.
That
man knows. That's it. That's it. If he said he got the fuel, we going. Let's go, because that's what costs the most, man. Fucking fuel, boy.
Is that so dope when you think about it? You from, New Orleans was at one point the murder capital. Sometimes still is, right? Like every other day it changes, right?
That's what we got cash money. A lot of that's where the cash money come from that year.
Right, and the word, some works environments in America at one point.
Yeah.
And for you
it's
to
changed
come
a lot.
That,
yeah.
They got gentrification. You got Starbucks and shit.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Last time one time I went to New Orleans, y'all niggas really had McDonald's.
Yeah, I know.
In certain places, I like, geez, but you had churches.
Yeah, we got churches, but we got Popeyes too. Popeyes was originated in New Orleans. And let me make that story clear, because a lot of people think Popeyes is just some general fast food place, and they don't know. They think that we just put the word Louisiana on there for nothing. Let me give you history. Al Copeland was an orphan. He's a white guy. He's passed. Rest in peace. His name is Al Copeland. He was an orphan, and in that house that he was raised in was an old black woman, and it was a house full of kids. He was an orphan, so he would be the only kid that would sit in the kitchen and watch her fry chicken when it was dinner time, and that's how he came up with Popeyes. That was my mom's one of her first jobs. My mom's a chef.
Wow. we just get a Popeyes?
Hell yeah, that's what we do at Drink Champs.
And this is, all right, you had a chicken sandwich?
I had it. It sucked.
It sucked?
Yeah, so my chef made it. My chef made it for me, and
that's how rich you is. You ain't even go out to get your own shit.
I went out and got it, and then the chef, I noticed that chef put it on the menu a few times, and I was like, is this what chef trying to say? And so I picked it one day.
Okay, wait,
and it was the same thing, and it was awesome.
You have a menu in your crib? You have
no, I get text the menu every night.
We had 50 on here. We had Buffalo on here. We had 9.
Let's pretend we get it too.
I can't pretend this.
Hold on, let me check my text. Wait, let me check my text. I got a text too.
I'm gonna tell you what my text say. My wife says I'm taking medicine. It's not as exciting. This nigga text. So you enjoy being coupled up? I think after I felt like you was a single nigga forever. Like but you enjoy it.
Yes,
I like that, man. Yeah. I like that. I want to, cause you no wedding vow, not yet. Like eventually in the future, I can feel like you want to be a wedding nigga. Like you gonna have.
I definitely want to be a wedding nigga in the future. Yes, I'm gonna run down that motherfucker when I'm gonna run down that hour.
My second marriage, like I'm with Kevin Hart. If it don't work, it's me this time. It's me. So I got to be very careful. So. Because it could be me. It's my second marriage.
I'm going to use that. I like that.
Yeah. You gotta make
I'm going to use that mentally. I'm going to use that mentally. You know what, bro? If it don't work this time, it's your ass.
Yeah, you ain't see Kevin Hart. You ain't see Kevin Hart shit neither.
No.
Damn, Wayne, we gotta get you on Netflix or something.
I don't have Netflix.
You just watch sports. That's it. Yeah, I could really.
I watch National Geographic and Discovery. You know what I watch a lot? I've been watching the History Channel because it just started showing World War II in color. Yeah,
that's a good one.
I've been watching that shit heavy. Yeah, heavy. Yeah, World War II in color. It is awesome. Yeah. Right. So what I mean by that is, every war they have the soldiers. There's one or two soldiers, or at least more, that's filming. Yep. Like they get trained the whole shit. Like they train to kill and all that. But their job is to go to war on the battlefield and just film that shit. They finally released all that footage, my nigga. Yeah. My nigga.
Those are the real camera niggas.
My nigga, I'm talking about you just watching the camera, all of a sudden that bitch just go boom and you just see the sky. You see the sky, that nigga dead.
That shit's ill, man.
What camera be? Camera be, that nigga gone, man.
Camera niggas over here think they working and shit. Go to World War II with us and shit like that. Yeah. Those are real camera niggas.
Yeah, so that's what I be into.
So what you love more, performing or making the music?
Making the music.
Get the fuck out of here. I see you perform. I thought
you can't take not perform. With that said, performance to me on a scale of 1 to 10 is 100. So it's still both of them. I started off with performance. That's how I started doing this whole thing, performing, dressing up as Michael Jackson and for my grandmother and her friends. Wow. Yeah, they just drunk in the living room. They want some entertainment. I'm about to put that wig on and come up there and tear that fucking living room up. Yeah. I got tired of rapping other people's stuff. When it's time to do the little performances for everybody, I got tired of saying a song that you heard already. And that's what made me finally go to the, that day, one of those days, next time I go out there, I'm gonna say my own stuff and see what happens. And I did, and it worked. And so that's when I kept at it,
Now drop it like it's hot and bling bling. Got to be in like the hip hop dictionary.
Yes, it did. Bling Bling first.
Bling Bling.
Shout out Magnolia Shorty, rest in peace. That was a female artist for Cash Money. She helped me come up with that one. And the line was, tell me what kind of nigga got diamonds that'll blind you. So I always rap my verse to somebody first before I do it. I rapped it to her. She was like, that shit cool, but you need to do one of them little sound effects you do. Like Missy. That's my favorite artist. And so she was like,
Missy's your favorite artist?
Yeah. Wow. And she was like, you need to do one of like your fucking favorite artist. Do a little sound or something. I was like, I don't hear, where would it come in at? I was like, tell me what kind of nigga got diamonds that are blind. She was like, what sound diamonds make? I was like, fuck, bling? She was like, tell me what kind of nigga got diamonds that are bling blind you. And so I did that, and that's when after I did that, after I did that, Fresh was like, that's a hook. You know, it started off just that line in the song.
Right.
Manny Fresh was like, that's a hook. We need that. He made me run it on the feet like I need a faster beat.
Wow.
And he came back and it was bling bling. Every time I come around, it's like bling bling. That's how it just started.
Did you think like the white people would take that shit?
Fuck no. I ain't think they was gonna know what the hell we talking about. You know what I mean? What
I was in Hawaii the other day. They just said bling bling. I was like, what the fuck? These niggas don't even know what it is right now. What the fuck are these niggas walking? You know, but that shit is humongous.
Yes.
No, that's regular vocabulary.
Holy moly, yo.
In all of America and the world.
Like you said, I watch sports, and when they say it as a regular word, you know, like he got his bling on, and his bling, no stopping, no laughing at what you just said. No, back then, you know, that's like Stuart Scott saying "booyah." You know, you gonna react to it. They saying bling like that's a regular word. So his bling to the left was on the tip. I'm like, wow, that's a real word. No.
Jeez Louise, Papa Jesus, make some noise for that guy. Man. I ain't gonna lie, I got notes, man. I'm sorry, man. I'm digging into my notes.
Oh, you good.
Okay. Hov also said it was his suggestion to put you on the Soldier remix. Let me quote him again. I'm sorry.
This I don't know.
I went to my notes instead of quoting him. Let me go to his shit.
I don't know. Let me hear
this. You didn't know that? Let me go to his shit. I'm going to notes and shit like I'm a fucking journalist. I gotta relax. He said
he was messing with B-Then.
I put him on Soldier, Beyonce's Soldier song, right, when he was about to go fully, like he was about to go crazy. I understand whole language. I remember her saying Wayne, and I said, yep, I trust me, it's gonna go.
It was all I know that I can attest to at that time was whoever's idea it was to put me on there. I know for a fact that it was a gamble for that, you know, for whoever. So whoever was in charge of that, I remember, you know, being told that kill us because this is a gamble for these, you know, they were Destiny Child. You know, and I remember being a little salty about it. I remember being like, because we watched it, we came up with them. They from Houston, so so we've done shows with them when they wasn't when they wasn't Destiny. We've had shows with them when it was the Hot Boys headlining that bitch. You know what I mean? Destiny Child, these four little girls from Houston. You know what I mean? So I was like, damn, they blew up like that to where a nigga telling me, man, make sure you kill us, because what I mean by gamble, meaning there's certain features that I got in my career that it was not a guarantee. You know, it was like, you know, maybe you do a verse on this and maybe you'll be the one that end up on this joint. Right. But they also thinking about putting such and such else on this joint too. So that was so long ago. Right. You know what I mean? They don't do things like that now. But and that was one of those joints. Wow. That was one of those joints. I don't know if that's how it was.
For sure on the record.
Yeah, it was like, you know, so you better kill this because, you know, this is and if they do choose you, I even knew that this was a gamble for them. You know, why y'all even messing with a Lil Wayne? Right. You know, I'm around this bitch talking about pussy and, you know what I mean, and this and that. Y'all Destiny Child. Beyonce about to be a Beyonce one of these days. You know what I mean? Right. And so it was a gamble and that shit worked. Wow. Yeah, that shit worked. We ended up on tour together.
God damn, we got JG.
I remember just the wardrobe for the video, all that was serious. All that was, you know, don't do too much, don't do too little, you know, all that was very serious, that shit. Crazy. So I never knew he had nothing to do with it. Yeah. All I knew was...
So it was the first time you hear of it?
I swear to God. I never knew that. All I knew was, you know, I was, at that age, I was still kind of a student to the game, and I was still kind of a, you know, you go left, you tell me where to go.
Wherever they told you to go,
I was still that guy. You tell me. So this was handed to me on my, you know, hey, got this feature for you. It's called Soldier. You got T.I. on here. You know what I mean? But it was also told to me, which I don't know if it was true. It was also told to me, so they trying to you guys. So it was like this was a test for me and him, for the Southern artists. That's what it was being told to me.
You was
like,
thinking like you or T.I.?
No, me and him.
Okay.
And we was like
Like
thinking
for the Southern features.
Yeah.
Not it gonna be some other guys.
Not it's gonna be somebody you're already expecting. That's gonna be a Jay. You know what I mean? That's gonna be, so it was like, you guys need to. We ain't know each other like that, but I already knew he gonna kill his shit. I'm gonna kill my shit, and we gonna be on this fucking song, and that's how it happened.
God damn, this is a great fucking story. Again, I got 1,900 other artists in this shit, but I ain't gonna find. I went with your hoes. I'm sorry.
Nah, you good, man.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Good.
What should I do? I mean, the fuck. I ignored a lot of these other niggas. Once he answered, I said, fuck it! I went too far. I'm sorry. But it's real shit. It's real shit. But I just want you to know how much you revered about our generation, our culture, because, like I said, I'll tell you a crazy story one night, and it's got nothing to do with this interview, but it has everything to do with it. Is one night I was in LA and I'm just by myself, and Kid Cudi hits me and was like, yo, can you come with me to a show? And I was like, no problem. So I go to him a show, and I didn't think these kids would appreciate me at all. And what I didn't know is, like, these kids is guards to Pharrell. And they actually did know that I have something to do with Pharrell. So when I came on stage with Kid Cudi, these kids went crazy. And the thing is, I just never knew, like, these other audiences. So my question to you is, like, when you start going to the rock and roll route, was it something that you was you say you're confident this whole time, but still, like, you start rocking, the shiny belts. It was certain things you started to rock, the earrings right here, the golds, in a different way. Was that something that you was like, you know what, my hip hop audience might turn their back on me? I remember you was doing like a Blink 182, and I
just came up to it.
I think even Limp Bizkit had signed and all that. Was that something like you was a little bit worried, or you was, I know you said the confidence, but still, like, it's got to be a part of us to say, you know what, the true hip hop core.
The thing about that, when I did that, the thing that mattered the most was the people around me, my friends. They showed lack of interest in it. Yeah.
Okay.
My friends.
Lack of interest.
Like my
friends did when I did reggaeton, so I relate.
They showed up, my friends, they won't hear everything I do. When I come there, when they hear, they already know, they won't hear what you did later. What's the last thing you done? What's the last, let me hear that shit. And when they start noticing that it's this, that it's this rock shit. And all that died, all that, let me hear the last thing you did, let me hear, and then when I play it for them, niggas like, that shit dope.
Did you leave a Blink 81 of these Hooters or something like that?
I just left. It just came off of it.
Oh, word?
Yeah, Blink 182.
Okay, you finished it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I finished it. Yeah, that was a rumor, man. They had said that I went on stage and said, I'm not used to this crowd. I had said I'm not used to coming out this early and watching people still file in as I'm performing. That's what I fucking said. Everybody, and I saw the rumor came out, I said I'm not used to a rock and roll crowd. No, nigga, I'm not used to coming out this fucking early and motherfuckers is just coming. Niggas is still sitting down while I'm not. You gonna hold it, we gonna come out, we gonna set this shit back later or something. And that's what happened. I started going out later.
Well, anytime you got a rumor that you want to straighten out, you can come right here. This is your house. This is your house. We want you to know that. We're not cutting this short. We still want to talk. But I just want you to know, anytime you want to do this is your house, this is your home, and you're appreciative here.
Thank
you know what I'm saying? Because it's real talk.
And we down the street.
Yeah, we down the street. And we used to work right across the street from you. We heard you at the skate park in the studio.
Across the street from you.
We ain't gonna say, we ain't gonna blow it up weird because we there. You know what I'm saying? But across the street.
Yeah, we were right across the street.
Yeah, right across the street.
New York.
Yeah.
No, we've never been, we always been in Miami.
Yeah, we always been in Miami. Yeah, I lived in Miami 14 years too.
Yeah. And I never left.
He's going. Yeah, but I'm you New Orleans to the core, but your second home is Miami.
Definitely.
I'm New York to the motherfucking core.
You ain't
to
gotta
the
tell me,
bone
you already know.
But I'm a Miami nigga. If you want to cast me throughout, but I'm a New York nigga. Listen. If you want to cast me throughout the year, I'm a
once the winter stops,
Hey,
I still
listen.
go back home. I go
Hey,
back.
relax.
But during the winter, I cannot do it. I don't want to be cold no more. I think I worked enough to not be cold, right?
I appreciate that. I agree with that.
Do New Orleans get
Yes.
cold in the winter?
No.
No, right?
It gets cool. You know,
Cool,
and
like-
to us in New Orleans, you know, also we like Miami, we used to our damn weather. And so, you know, once it hit fucking 72 out here, we like, oh, it's fucking freezing. In New Orleans, once it get like 40, we like, man, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, because 32 degrees is freezing.
Yeah.
Okay, what's going on? Yeah, all right.
Fuckers not like clapping over there, guys. Y'all not happy to see each other like
Rollers?
that.
Crushing weed. That ain't gonna front. That sound like gun crushing weed. I didn't know that.
You crushing glass.
Yeah. But yeah.
So yeah, but by me traveling everywhere, I'm used to different, you know. But yeah, I understand what you mean. Sometimes we done did too much to be dealing with the elements, man. We gotta deal with comfort zone.
That's
as long as we still getting it in. Yeah.
And we work hard.
Yeah. But like what I was saying was once that shit came out and once I hit a tour and my friends got to see that shit in front of them and see, wow, he's created another fucking world.
Right.
And what happened was I bought all my skaters on tour with me and my whole set was a skate park. My whole tour stayed. So once they got to see that shit and got to see that, wow, he packing this bitch every night, and guess what? It's them folks in here every night. They ain't here to hear that motherfucker. Whatever they hear him scream, whatever the hell he better come out here and do, they screaming it right back at him. So to show them mattered a lot to me, to show my friends that, you know, I understand it ain't your wave, but just know that whatever wave I form, you better get on that motherfucker with me because it's going to end up being a tidal wave.
Got that, make some noise. Got that. As a fan, you know, Kanye West got Sunday service.
I don't know that. What?
Kanye West got Sunday service. Like when he goes out, he does church.
Yeah, he does like
on
a church thing now.
So I thought of Lil Wayne should have skate park Saturdays. I want in on this, Wayne.
Okay.
All right, so skate park Saturdays, you go everywhere and you just take your crowd or audience. They skate park. In my mind, I don't know why. They got popcorn and candy cane. What is the shit? Candy? Cotton candy. You got cotton candy, and you got your fans. They come out, skate park Saturdays. Wayne, Louisiana is going fucking lit. Everywhere they get to skate with Wayne.
Any part.
This is why people come to Sunday service. They love the Lord, they love the Jesus, but they want to hang out.
He do it at a certain spot.
No, he does it anywhere he wants to.
He's moving around now.
Yeah, but we're gonna set it off. You and Tommy Hawk.
It's not Tommy Hawk, it's Tony Hawk.
You know what I mean? I'm dyslexic.
Tony skate
Yeah,
vert.
me and Tony.
He skate vert.
He skate vert.
He skate vertical. I skate street.
You know Mark Gonzalez?
Yes.
That was my favorite skater.
Yes,
I was a skater when I was a kid.
Yeah. Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Okay,
Mark Gonzalez is my favorite. He's a street
Mark is
skater.
a motherfucking dog.
Where we going with this? Hold on.
I was skating.
I've never heard you say you was skating.
Vision Streetwear.
Mark is a guy.
Mark Gonzalez is my favorite skater. He was a Latino.
He's a guy.
He was a graffiti artist. He designed all his
You just like
skateboards.
anything Latin. That's all. He racist. That's it.
Mark Gonzalez is the man,
He a
bro.
guy. Yeah.
You got
He a skate
Wayne
guy.
got your back.
Yo, Mark Gonzalez is the man, bro.
I'm gonna roll with you because Wayne got your back.
And he OG too.
Yeah,
Let
I
me
just
tell
told
you,
you
let me
a
just tell you how
guy.
rich Wayne is. Look at this nigga Roach. This nigga Roach is a nigga whole. I know a nigga like Boris could roll 3 blunts out of this right. God damn, that's my man. Big up to Boris, man. Make some noise for Boris. So it's like, and I'm, you know, I know I'm bouncing around, but you know, this is when I Google you at age 12. Like, you actually shot yourself?
Yeah.
What the hell? What's going on? Like, is it that bad that at 12 you had to have a heart?
Isn't that bad?
Yeah, like for real.
What's that bad?
I mean, New Orleans, like
No.
how did you find a
It's
gun
that
at
bad.
12? Wayne?
It's that bad, but nah. It was that bad. It's better now.
Right.
Yeah.
And they were saying you're trying to commit suicide. I don't think you tried to commit suicide. You was playing with the gun, in my mind.
I was playing with the gun. I was
Okay.
doing the wrong thing, tripping.
Okay.
I was listening to Biggie. Biggie and I was looking through a mirror.
Fuck.
So Biggie was on, the TV was behind me. I'm trying to look at Biggie through the mirror. That nigga said, baby, baby, that's the song, that was the video that was on.
What?
Baby, baby, that's all I remember the last words he said. Yeah.
Baby.
That's the last thing I remember him saying.
You tell yourself to one more chance?
Yeah.
Damn, you can't be doing.
Yeah, that's the one with the feet.
I mean, it kind of makes sense. One more chance.
Yeah, that nigga clown.
Oh shit. Oh,
He said, that makes sense, one more chance.
Listen, Wayne, we celebrate your life because I'm gonna be honest, you are a GOAT for real, in real time. Like in real time, like I was you for 4 years, and you know what the crazy shit is? You never told me no. Matt May has never told me no, and you guys have never lied to me. People from the industry, I really respect that. You know what I mean? Because I'm used to being lied to. Like that's when I meet people, I'm like, yo, all right, cool, you gonna lie to me 4 times, and you know, I might give you 1 or 2. You know what I mean? And that's how it is. But when you got people that you know that you fuck with, like I remember, I'm jumping all over the place. But even when you said you did a record with Jay-Z and you did I think it was called Hello Brooklyn, and your opening line was, "Hello Brooklyn, what's your story?" She says she on the run eating, but she ain't nori. Nigga, I used to be in the club like that. You heard what he said? You heard what the nigga said? She on the run, but she ain't nori. I was in the club, and then that's Mixtape Weezy.
Yeah, that was a verse with that said. That was a mixtape verse that he said, fuck that, we making this bitch about to be my single.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
That was the verse that was out already?
Yeah.
Hey, Hope was on it like that?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Hope, we on your ass. All right, come on. Where you supposed to be popping this? Come on, man. You know you're working too hard when you do the Dominicans' job. Come on, goddamn, because Dominicans do every job. So, wow, I didn't know that. So, listen, I'm be honest, Wayne, you kept me hot. You didn't know that. I was like, oh, shit, promoted like that. She want to run in, but she ain't. You were the hottest nigga in the game at the time. You had no reason to shout me out.
Bro, you tripping.
Then, this nigga do a joint, believe me. Nigga said, who's the queens that shout out the porn noise? I can't tell you how much bottles I popped to that record right there, my nigga. I would be in the club like that. God damn it. God damn it. Nah, real shit. Every other journalist in the world is gonna watch this part and be like, we can't relate to that exactly because you're not a rap legend. You gotta relax. This is what separates us. I'm not a journalist neither. I am just an entertainer.
Slash rap fucking legend.
God damn it. Nah, but for real, Wayne, I'm gonna be honest, like, we're sports analogists, people, and I can remember, like I said, usually you little guys, so you're going from 1 year, what is it, most improved player to MVP in that same. Most people don't do that. Like they go from and for you to do that, and then the transition to where you transition to, and I guess I'm a little bit crazy, but what is the most person that was a fan of you that you couldn't comprehend? Like somebody that said, yo, I'm a Lil Wayne fan, and you looking like, oh shit, John Travolta, you gotta relax.
I got that person for you. It's my man. I think it's my man's. I don't make sure we don't put this photo in there because I would hate to get this man's name wrong. What's my man from YouTube? And not from the Stones.
Rolling Stones?
Yeah.
Mick Jagger?
Come on, we got Googles all over the place. Bono?
Yeah. Yeah, he wrote,
YouTube.
Yeah, he wrote. So we was at a hotel or something. He left, the hotel paper that next to your bed. He gave me a copy of a album or something and he signed the album or some shit. But he put in there that he wrote next to it, and it said, "We've been in the same place, in the same city, in the same hotel now," something like that. More than once, I have to. I just want to say something like, "I have to meet you. I'm a huge fan." Blah 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 blah. And he was like, "This is like basically left that saying I didn't meet you again this time, but I have to meet you." And I was like, "Who is this from again?" And they showed me. I was like, "You gotta be fucking kidding."
Bono.
Yeah, I was like, "That man don't know who the fuck I am." I was like, "That man don't know who the fuck. That man don't know I exist." That was it was nothing going on for him to, it wasn't nothing like some big Lil Wayne tour. No, it wasn't like
still not.
Nah, he literally just left that on the hotel, and for me to get it, for like he must have heard that I was gonna be there.
Wow,
and he left that shit on the hotel paper.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Let's make some noise for that right there. I could go on for 15 hours, but let's just be clear. You're dropping a new album?
Yeah.
The Funeral?
Yeah.
That means everybody's dying?
They dead already.
Like, I'm in. Just tell me what I gotta do. A tux? What am I going to the funeral with? Regular shit. Can I come with a sweatsuit? I'm a sweatsuit nigga.
Yeah, you
but if I can, you want me to dress up, I'll dress up. How am I going to the funeral?
The funeral is just, it's just we just playing off all these, playing off all this shit like we always do. You playing off all the shit I've already dropped. I've already dropped Rebirth, so we going to the funeral. And we figure out what we got next after that. But I always have something behind it,
Eminem dropped some shit, Murder by the Numbers, last week. So now, funeral, y'all niggas is on the same path. Y'all crazy lyrical, crazy lyrical. So what can we expect from the funeral though?
Oh man,
It's not a compilation.
No.
This is a Wayne album?
This is my album, yeah. This is an album. Don't have no expectations, please, because I will definitely exceed every single one of them. So don't just listen to it. Open-minded.
Any features?
Yeah, I have some features. I think the features that I chose this time would be definitely chose features that you wouldn't expect.
Bono's on there?
No, I mean, no.
I had to try.
I got one in the stash.
Yeah, we got one in the stash though.
With Bono.
Yeah.
Nigga just threw it to the side.
So we can't put out Drink Champ exclusive.
Yeah.
Holy moly. That's hard. That must be the flyest alley-oop I ever saw. Yeah, we got one with Bono though.
Not yet, but you got
use it on this one.
I'm gonna keep it real for real. I forgot. Ain't no regulations for us not putting it on the funeral.
For real?
I may have the homie on the funeral. One time for that.
I was like one of the first niggas saying slime. So I don't know if you know that. I know you know that.
Yeah, I do know that.
But the new name for slime is Yonde.
Yonde.
So, because the Yonde is a noun. You could be at the Yonde, you could be doing the Yonde, or you could be going to the Yonde. You niggas smell that? That's the new slime. Yonde.
Gotcha.
Yonde. You know what I'm saying? Because now when people say slime, does that only mean gang? Because please, we gotta stop that.
I don't think so.
No, but do you think that happened? Like when people, because we said slime, Votto said slime, then you guys said slime.
Yeah, I got it from y'all boys.
Yeah,
it was your fault.
But then they guys got it from you.
And with that said, I knew y'all had. There was no gang intentions.
There was no gang intentions.
And Cam and them said it. Like he literally couldn't say a sentence without it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So that's why I really he just sliming all day. So it's hard to L's about to slime me all day, Paul. So I'm just fucking slime it is.
Pick them niggas up. Pick up the Jewel. Pick up the Cam. Pick up the Jim Jones.
Yeah.
Big up to all of your crew. From everybody from Young Money, man. I want to big up to y'all for always showing me love. Now I gotta ask this before we get up out of here. Young Thug, was there ever you think there was a misunderstanding in y'all thing? Because I think that at the time where I think it was like he named his Barter. What was it? Barter.
I think he named one of his albums like that. Yeah. I looked at it as just total respect, man. And my mom always told me, if they ain't talking about you, if you ain't talking about you, ain't doing something right. Yeah.
Right.
So shit, I didn't look at it as no, and also there was no dissing on on there. You know, he didn't diss me at all, so I looked at it as all respect. Also, when I see the homie,
you saw him before?
A few times.
Oh, okay, that's the part people don't know.
Yeah, when we talk personally, he have nothing but the same. He have nothing but respect for me.
That's what I'm gonna say to you.
Before he say one word to me, the first thing he always let me know is how much he respect me and shit, and how much he, how much he is a fan of my shit and shit.
Right.
Yeah, but I've had personal conversations with the homie before.
That's beautiful, man. That's beautiful.
I ain't want to give up too many features, but he may be on that too.
God damn, man, make some fucking noise for us breaking this news. Nah, man, yo, Wayne, let me just tell you something, man. I really appreciate this. The reason why I appreciate this because you're a real big figure. Like you're a really big figure, and it's such a precedence when you said, you know, you got an album coming out, Funeral, on January 31st, correct? And you come to see black media. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what we quote unquote is right now. Is, you know what I mean? But we hood media and we hip hop media. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And the thing is, when you come and see us, it's such a blessing. It's such a precedence that, you know what, we can control our own shit.
Exactly.
We don't have to go outside. Yeah. You know, big up to Ellen and big up to, you know, Trevor Noah and all of them. You know, we're great to see these guys as well. But when you come to Drink Champs first, it's just a precedence. And guess what? We love that. Thank you so much. We'll take a picture and a drop. Yo, for real, no, let me just say this. I'm going to tell you off the camera. Let me just tell you on camera. For real, man, you're one of the biggest artists in hip-hop. You have changed the music not once, but twice, but 3 different times. You have survived, and you're going on damn near 4 decades. You will survive that, and you will be here, and you will be our generation, Michael Jackson, in the gangster way. You know what I'm saying? The gangster way, and not the other shit. You know, the real shit. You know, the greatest shit. You know, and that's the biggest compliment. And I really looked at everybody's history. I really did. I really compared you to every other ghost, and the fact that how early you started to how you keep progressing, you might be the richest, and I'm talking about money, I'm talking about richest person in hip-hop history as far as you've been winning since then, and you kept going and kept elevating the thing. And if anybody should say how they should market their career, how you did, I would want them to do it after you, my brother. And that's just a person who has been to it. I am Charles Barkley. I've been in there. I am Shaquille. Let me say Shaquille O'Neal because I went platinum. Charles Barkley don't got a ring. That's my nigga though. That's my nigga though. All right, that's my nigga though. I love Charles. But you know, I'm Kenny Smith too. I'm from Left Rack City. You know what I'm saying? I got rings. You know what I'm saying?
I'm Vince Carter in my 4th decade.
You got rings, nigga. You got rings. I am proud to call you a colleague. I'm proud to call you a friend, and I'm proud to call you one of the greatest rappers alive.
Thank you, man.
I'm proud to say that to your face. You see, I ain't break no tear. I'm proud to say that. You know what I mean? And the fact is, I was one of the very first, especially for my city. And I'm gonna pick up Cormega too. Cormega was in there somewhere.
Yes, he was.
You know what I'm saying? I will not take that from you, Cormega. You my brother. You know that. But I'll take the pride a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Because but I really respect your career. I really respect what you did, and I will always Drink Champs, not only just Nori, but Drink Champs. We will always honor it, whether you come here or not. We will always big you up, and we will always tell you how much you mean to this culture because you have changed it so many different times. And right now, you are the godfather of your culture, and you got to take responsibility of that. You got to start learning who these new guys is and start knowing. So when you see them, you can be like, they be like, yo, Lil Wayne, like, yeah, nigga, what up? You gotta be like, yo, what's up, little? You gotta be like, what's up, little exit? Like, I know you, little exit. Come here. You gotta start knowing them.
This is my man.
I know Mac Main is probably like whispering. Exactly. But Wayne, you deserve everything you get. We deserve what you love. Funeral, we're gonna make it go #1 because we already know.
Please.
And yo, we really love you, Wayne. We're gonna take a drop of the pictures.